Greetings, Soul Tribe. Welcome. Grand Rising, Joyous Rising, Grand Afternoon, Grand Evening, Grand Night, depending upon where you're hailing from. This is Dr. Kia Pruitt, and you're on the Dr. Kia Pruitt Show. Family, I am so honored that you have joined me here this evening. Now, on this evening, we have a very, very, very special show. Okay. I've talked to you all about it a little bit and told you this is a very sensitive topic. We are going to bring on a lovely young lady. She is a mom, a daughter, a sister, an aunt, a minister of sorts, a counselor. She's a podcaster, a leader, a grandma. This woman has a story that's very compelling. Okay. She was in search for her daughter. And by the time she got to her daughter, it ended up very bad, where some things happened along the way where we now have to bury a family member and deal with someone who has been incarcerated. And as we talked back and forth, we discovered that more than likely her daughter suffered from postpartum depression or maybe some other mental health issues that aren't talked about. We are living in a world, family, where people are stressed out, people are depressed and anxious, and they're suffering in silence. Well, we're going to stop that today. I have a degree in counseling. I have a master's degree in counseling. I have a PhD in education and counseling psychology, and that's within higher education. So I've dealt with and worked with people who have been in crisis. I've been in crisis. I've been depressed. I told you all, I was depressed and slept for 7 days straight. Didn't even know I was depressed. My brother had to wake me up and say, during the 7 days, Kia, I woke you up. You would go to the bathroom, you wouldn't eat, and you would get back in your bed and go to sleep. Something's going on. And I would try to wake you out of it. I didn't even know it. But what we found out was that my body just shut down. I never dealt with being abused at 3 years old by my stepfather. 1 in 4 girls are sexually assaulted. 1 in 7 boys are sexually assaulted, and they don't talk about it. And then we go on with our lives. We marry, we have relationships, we have children, we go through postpartum depression, we have bereavement issues where we grieve because people pass, we work, we get all these degrees. And this is what I did, trying to prove my worthiness. Well, at one point I called my brother and I said, I need to come and visit you. And when I went to visit him, I slept for 7 days straight. He woke me up and he said, I know you're an ordained evangelist and you're a minister and you're a counselor, and maybe you were too ashamed to tell somebody that you got some problems going on, but I'm going to intervene today. And I said, bruh, I've been feeling like this a long time. I can't go on. I'm a healer. I'm a counselor. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. Who am I? I'm a minister. I lay hands on the sick. I speak to people and they're healed and set free. And I can't even free myself. My brother said, Kia, we got to get you some help. And you know what? I went to the hospital. Yeah. And I talked to my pastor. My pastor said, you know, in the church, we frown upon people getting mental help counseling. But now if they have sugar diabetes, if somebody has disease, if somebody has cancer, if somebody has high blood pressure, hypertension, we say, go to the doctor. You got a toothache, go to the doctor. But if you're suffering in silence and you're in crisis, they tell you, suck it up. If you're a man, they tell you, suck it up. You're a wimp if you say anything. If you're a woman, you should have chose better. Nobody seems to understand that we need to talk about mental health. Chief Mack and I talked about this. Billions of people are struggling and suffering in silence right now. I'm going to give you some time to think about the times you were alone, the times you wanted to pick up the telephone and didn't know who to call. I want you to think about how it felt when you were grieving the death of a loved one. If you're a woman, think about the feeling of delivering a baby, and then afterwards, when you go through depression because you're having hormonal changes and you don't know who to talk to. I want you all to think about how that felt. We've all needed grace. We've all needed compassion. And I'm asking you today to put on compassion. Put on your empathy, okay? That means stepping into somebody else's shoes. And we're going to have a beautiful lady to come on and tell our story. But before she speaks, Chief Mack is going to introduce her. Get a drink, get some water. This is going to be a serious conversation. Get a notebook and pad and get ready to listen to our sister. I'm going to give you 1 minute.
To a brighter, freer day. Through her channel, knowledge flows, breaking chains that hold us close.
We're breaking chains today, family.
Pass to abundance and wealth, guiding others to free themselves. Soul tribe rising, hear her call, raising
Hear the call today. We put out a call to all the priests, the pastors, the counselors, the doctors, the nurses, the lawyers, the moms and dads, sisters and brothers, uncles, aunties, grandparents. We want everybody here today. We need to talk about this so we can be set free. Come on.
Currencies to investments divine. She's helping her tribe to realign with wisdom, ancient and new, showing what we all can do.
Again, family.
Soul tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia shows the way to a brighter, freer day.
Sing it with us.
Soul tribe,
Sing it with us, family.
hear her call, raising
Raising vibrations for one.
and all. Dr. Kia lights the way to a new and brighter day.
All right, Soul Tribe. Without any further ado, let me say, remember, we're putting on our compassion and our empathy. We're going to hear from a beautiful sister. Chief Mac's going to lead the conversation. We ask that everybody please be respectful in the chat. Our sister Drea is dealing with, she's grieving the passing away of her granddaughter. She's dealing with being a new mom again, a grandma raising the other granddaughter. She's dealing with the incarceration of her child who she's trying to get help for. So let's be compassionate. We ask everybody to have grace in the chat. Please be kind. You know that we have our moderator in the chat, Sister Janine. She's been with us for 5 years, and Sister Janine will mute people or remove them. That's been our policy if they don't extend kindness. This is a type of situation where we're not here to pass judgment. We're here to hear from our special guest. So let's honor her coming to us today to share her story. Without any further ado, they're going to turn on their cameras. You'll see Chief Mac. Chief Mac is in the chat. Welcome, Chief Mac and Sister Drea Emilion today. I call her MamaDriyah. So thank you so much for joining us, family. Thank you all for being here. And I'll turn it over to you, Chief. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me well?
Good.
Good. In the chat, please, if you can hear me, please put a 1 in the chat. In the meantime, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video, keep Sister Drea in your thoughts and your prayers. Our MamaDriyah, and know that we're going to continue to send her financial support. I have her Cash App going down at the bottom of the screen. It is $Goddess Boutique 1, a Goddess Boutique 1, $A Goddess Boutique 1. She also will have a GoFundMe account. We'll talk about that. You know, this is my policy. I do it for all my guests, but we definitely know that she's grieving right now. She has to bury her granddaughter. So, Chief, without any further ado, I'm going to just turn it over into your hands.
First of all, I want to say greetings, Dr. Kia and
God
Drea.
bless you. Greetings.
Kia,
Yes,
we love you. We honor you for
I love you,
being
Chief.
a mother to the nations and a
Thank you.
sister to Drea. We honor you for
Absolutely.
just caring enough to have an open eye and a heart and discernment to know that our sister needed help in any way, form, or fashion she could get it in this chaos. Unfortunately, that she experienced because anything can happen at any given time. You know,
Hmm.
I'm glad
Hmm.
that this is what we call the soul tribe. How we galvanize when our not beat a beat a tree, push a tree down that's already fallen.
Hmm.
We
Hmm.
galvanize together as a collective unit. This is what we call um, coming together, tribing up. When we see
Hmm.
our brother and sister hurting, we should get in the glory or bask in seeing someone else go through a chaotic situation in their life. Dre and I, how Jerry and I met was about let's say 6 years ago. Dre,
Hmm.
um, she was one of the few people, as well as myself, when they came out with the Jim Jones juice.
Hmm.
Um, we were out sounding our voice like a trumpet. We weren't
Hmm.
just talking about our mouth on the platform. We were putting our feet on the pavement, and I was able to. I came across her live, I mean, I was elated. But I saw there was a woman out there doing the same thing, such as me, sounding her voice like a trumpet, passionate about it. And in 2020, basically, it was when a lot of us came out. You know,
Hmm.
what you say, Dre? You came out in 2020.
Yep. 2020. Yep.
2020 is when I decided to start going live and really pushing that campaign on Facebook because when they said mandate, I knew that mandate meant war. So
Hmm.
Dre and I connected then, and we haven't changed and switched up on each other since then.
Hmm.
And she's been my protector. She's covered me when I
Hmm.
need
It's
covering,
beautiful.
when the lies, deceit, and deception was being on my name, she covered me, and she did it on Facebook and all that. She covered me from day one, and I make sure when she
Hmm.
covered me, I'm able to protect her because she covered
Hmm.
me,
I love
and I
that.
haven't switched up on her because she knows that I'm a real one. So I just want to Dre, we got you, we love you. You're not going through this alone. We're gonna shoulder some of what you're going through, so you won't have to go through it by yourself. You're a family.
Hmm.
You mean something to us. You were another one that wasn't born. You were sent.
Hmm.
You were sent, and this is why there's a lot of things sent your way, like it's sent my way, sent kids' way. The lies, the deceit, the deception, to try to
Hmm.
tarnish your name, and all of that.
Hmm.
We all go through it. So we got you today. Speak for however long you feel like you want to speak.
That's right.
If you need to cut away from the camera, shed some tears and wipe your eyes, do so. We got you. We Soul Tribe, we got you in here. I want to make sure that you get the financial help. You are a new mom. You got your granddaughter. She's beautiful, and my heart goes out to
It's
her. And she looks
beautiful.
just like you. She looks just you raising yourself. That little
Hmm.
girl is you. She looks just like you. And so um,
Can you
we got a new
mention,
mother
Chief?
here.
Can you
Go
mention
ahead.
how did you say that Rod Hayes had put up a post, Chief
Oh
Rod
yeah, let me
Hayes?
say that. I'm glad you brought it.
Hmm.
Rod, and I'm glad, and thanks to Rod for
Yes.
having enough concern in his heart because if he hadn't post, he said, "Dre, you're going through something. I don't know what you're going. I don't know the gravity of how deep what you're going through, but I know you're going through something, and I just want to let you know, your brother, I feel you."
Hmm.
With Rod doing that, Kia saw that, and Kia looked you up, and she saw that you and I were friends. So she
Hmm.
called me up and said, "Hey, Chief, um, who is this Dre so and so and so and so? Do you know?" I said, "She's your friend," but I said, "Oh, Kia, Dre is a dear friend of mine. She's
Hmm.
so blah, blah." I said, "This is what happened with her." And I said, "We need to
Yeah.
gather now around her. We need to love her, that sister. We need to do." The kid said, I said she needs money because I know she got to
Yeah.
have to quit a job. I mean, just a lot of chaos to get her granddaughter out of the hands of these people at these damn hospitals. Got a
Mm-hmm.
fresh new piece of golden grill right there in front of their face. We need to get that child, you
You
know.
sure did.
So whatever she needs. So I did what I could do, send her the financial help, so that she can be able to move around and get. But you have your granddaughter right now, right?
Huh? Yeah, she's
You
right
have
here
your.
right now. I'm surprised
Oh,
y'all
look,
don't
look,
hear
look cute.
her.
Look, look cute little
We
thing.
don't care.
Yeah, I said she would wait till I go live and want to start making noises and talking. Yeah, she walking around right now, getting her exercise
Oh, she
in.
walking.
She's
Oh yeah,
walking. Okay.
yeah, she walks. She just a
Okay.
little like her learning development is kind of a little
Mhm.
behind. I'll get it right up to speed, but yeah, behind because of what I'm gonna talk
We
about.
we
We can't
we
even
understand.
believe you're a grandmother. People in the chat is like, she's gorgeous. She's beautiful. Her skin is glowing. She's a grandma. I couldn't believe it.
I
You
have
look
well,
amazing.
I had five. Sky was the one that passed away. She was the 1 year old. And so Star is the 3 year old. And then
You have
there's
five
a
grandchildren. Okay.
6, a 7 year old, and then my 10 year old grandson. His birthday is a day after Judas.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay, Chief, you want to? Okay, you tell us how to move forward. Are you ready for Sister Mama Drea to
Yeah,
say?
yeah. So I just want to give a shout out to Rod Hayes for doing that,
Yes,
and we were able to bring connect you and Dred. You called me, said
yes,
Chief. I said let me call her first because I don't know what she's doing. But I just called you on the phone with her. I don't know what her head is. I haven't talked to her yet. I know she's been swamped, so I just
yeah.
sent a financial. I said when the time is right, I'll call her. So you
Mm,
said I had already talked to her already. And I said good. So we put this together right here, Dred. So you're gonna tell the story from the horse's mouth. I mean,
mm,
from your mouth, in terms of what's happening, the mental health issues. And I explained something to
mm,
you earlier today about what I experienced, with my
Mhm.
mom, dealing with
mhm,
things like that. And it blew you away, didn't it?
Yes, because we talk all the time about his mom, his dad,
mm,
and he told me his
Yeah.
upbringing. It shocked
mm,
me,
mm,
literally.
mm,
The things that I experienced growing up, and it didn't,
mm,
it didn't make me bitter. It made me love my mom out of
mm,
those kind of mental illnesses that she was dealing with,
mm.
and so we just want to home in on this, tell the story, and we're going to beat this beast upside the head because a lot of people are hurting right now. And what you're doing today, Dre, we commend you. You're going to deliver some people. We bring in salvation, deliverance, healing today. We bring folks to the altar today to let them know that you're not alone. So I turn it over
Absolutely.
to you, Dre.
I first want to say thank you, family. Man,
Mhm,
this is like it's like I don't know. It's been such a while since I've come live,
yeah,
and
yeah,
spoke about everything that's happening around the world. I usually am very vocal on
mhm,
social media, and I usually have a huge presence. But the past, I'll say like 3 years, I just was told to like chill out, lay back.
mm,
Um, and so I had not been speaking, although
mm,
prior to this happening, Spirit told me to get back on it. But
mm.
that's another story.
Okay.
So I just want to say I'm doing this for my granddaughter Sky.
Okay.
Her life, her short-lived life, needs to be worth something.
Mm,
And I'm gonna be very like try to get through this as much as I can. So bear with me. I really haven't had to like recap the story since I talked to
mm,
Kia. I
mm,
tried not to recap the story, but I knew I wanted to do it to help people. So
yes.
this is something that I need to do for her name's sake,
Mm,
for my daughter that still needs help,
mm,
and anybody else that's out there that is ashamed to talk about anything or just feel like they can't speak out for themselves and they see themselves in any part of this situation.
mhm,
Whether you're the mom that was like me, or you're the grandmother that's like me, or you're, the cousin, the auntie, whatever. I just want to tell this story as much as I can because it's considered a high profile case at this point,
mhm,
and we're still seeking for legal help on a mental health side as well, because this is being treated as if she's just a monster that
mhm,
intentionally starved her children and things like that. And she hasn't even been to court. There's been no trial, nothing. She's just been denied bail and all of those things. So I want you guys to kind of get an idea of that first before I go into the story.
Okay.
So it's been, wow, this is crazy. It's been 2 weeks now. Since I got the news. It was Monday 2 weeks ago that I was leaving work, and my sister called me frantically, telling me just to make sure I call her when I get completely in the house. So I knew something was wrong, and I'm like, what is it? What is it? She's like, just call me when you get in the house. I do have a young woman that I've taken in that was going through abuse, physical abuse with her baby's father, and I've let her and her 3 kids live with me. So she knows about her being at my house, and she asked for her telephone number. And I knew something was wrong, because why you need her telephone number? Right. But anyway, I get in the house, and she's like, are you in the house? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I'm just going to tell you, Sasha is in jail, which is my daughter, and that Sky died. Sky would be 2 in October.
Okay.
That's a granddaughter that I never got to meet yet. I've seen her on FaceTime maybe twice, 3 times. I have like 1 or 2 pictures of her, and I've been actively throughout the year. My daughter left my home July 2024, July 3rd, 2024, to go back with their father. And I begged her not to, because I've had to rescue her from him before. And I don't know, something was like, well, leave Star with me, which was at the time the 3-year-old, but she wasn't 3 at the time. And Sky was in her, she was still pregnant with Sky. So she wouldn't leave her, and she left, and I just had a bad feeling. Like, it was so bad that I never was able to shake it. Like, out of the whole going on 2 years, like, I've had sleepless nights, dreams of them, dreams I'm playing with Sky and Star, hair falling out, just all types of things, from just trying to not think about it so much. Because when I look for her, I email her, all her numbers are changed. We find her on social media. She, disappears. We can't find her no more. Her cousins don't know where she is. It's just, it's heartbreaking, and it's also scary.
Yeah.
When you don't know, like, the way you're going about life is if you don't have family. And I know how vultures are. I know how people are. Like, if they feel like you don't have family, you out here in this world, like, you're a target.
Yeah.
And so as a mother, you just want to have eyes on your child, no matter how old they get.
And your intuition, and your mother's intuition was telling you that something is not right.
Yeah, absolutely. The whole entire time. It never stopped since she left my house. And so I would email. I'm like, Sasha, I know you're not talking to me. Please just let me know something that you're okay. Just all of that. And I don't really want to go too much into that, because they have been trying to use that as a reason of not giving her bail and all of this stuff. But they do know that part anyway. So when I found the news out, obviously I've been feeling like I'm in this whole dream. Like, every day I wake up, it's like, this is not real. The more being the first number called my phone today when I woke up. This call, this is not real. The first time I'm gonna see my granddaughter's body, because I know she's not in there, is gonna be at a funeral home. The information that I'm gonna let you guys know that's in the public right now, it was in People, it was everywhere. So if you guys look for it, you're probably gonna find it. Is that a mother starves her 2 children and 1 dies from starvation. But then there's other articles that say, oh, well, she was only feeding them 250 calories a day. She was only feeding them fruit pouches, vegetable pouches, and yogurt. Some in some articles, or what some of them, is so conflicted. So they'll say that my granddaughter she died, she was already dead. That's what they said in some articles and some other reports. And then other reports were, oh, we got her to the hospital and she died there. So I don't know much of anything that's true. The medical examiner is saying it's going to be like 2 months before I get the reports to where I can get my hands on them. The detective I talked to, I don't want to talk to him anymore. He's not working in favor of anything. So there's no purpose of me talking to him.
Mhm.
Because he's definitely saying, oh, this is not mental health. I've dealt with mental health people and blah, blah, blah. But I'm not a psychiatrist. And I'm like, you're
Mhm.
not, you
Mhm.
know? So I haven't talked to him since because I already know what angle he going in.
Mhm.
And so basically, we've just really been trying to see who we can have represent my daughter in the fact that she did deal with postpartum. The last conversations me and her had when she was living with me was she was questioning me about postpartum because there
Mm.
were certain things she was feeling like disconnected and things like that. And I said, I also too dealt with that, but maybe not in the severity that she did. I've heard
Mhm.
other women that have come clean and DM me and said, hey, I could have been your daughter. Hey,
Mhm.
there was other situations that I've been through, and I won't tell what they said, but even more drastic than this.
Mhm. Mhm.
So we do have a problem with postpartum. The difference is though, and mental health. The difference is that we are looked at as like, oh, you a black girl, you a black woman, and we don't care about what you're going through. You
Mhm.
purposely did this, but let it been somebody else, another culture, another race. It would have been like, oh, she's been sick for a while. Oh, she was overwhelmed. Oh, she was broke and poor. It would have been
Mhm.
that. It would have been those avenues to look that way.
Yeah.
But that was never a way because the public opinion already took the case and spun it how they want to. And that now the judge is judging based off of that when it comes to the bail.
Mm.
I'm not in any way excusing anything. If there was something severe that happened, something severe happened. And of course, my grandchildren are definitely first and foremost in my life. But what
Mhm.
I will say is they're all my children.
Mhm.
And I can't disown one. I can't disown the other and make sure one person is above the other because I love them all. And they all came from me. And what type of mother would I be just to just throw my hands up and go according to what a system then told me, what their
Mhm.
records prove? I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know the story. We haven't even asked her because we don't want to set her off. We
Right.
let her talk. We
Mhm.
just let her talk about what she wants to talk about. We don't even bring up Sky or Star to her because
Mhm.
we don't know how severe it is mentally.
Mhm.
And what could say we're not trained in that.
Right.
And we don't want her talking about certain things on the phone in jail.
Yeah, because they record everything, every
They can
conversation.
use it against you and
Can
us.
can and will be used against you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So there's a lot of things that we would like to talk about and discuss, but we can't because she's in there. So the matter of everything is I dropped everything. I just started a job at USAA Bank. I was
Mm.
like 4 weeks in my training. They said I still have my job when I move back when I'm back there permanently. But I didn't have any paid leave, anything. I literally like whatever money I had, got my plane ticket, went directly to the hospital, was with my grandbaby, stayed the night every night, had an Airbnb, and it only held my clothes so I could take a
Mm.
shower. And I went right back to that hospital. I made
Mhm.
sure they wasn't jabbing my baby up and giving her medicines that she didn't need. I made sure that I was there all day, every night
Mm.
until there was a family member to come and take over so I could take a shower.
Mhm.
So my baby is with me, and I'm not leaving St. Louis without her. They called
Mhm.
me today. When are you planning on going back to Las Vegas? Because they know I live in Las Vegas. Oh, I'm not leaving until she's able to leave with me. Oh, okay.
So wait a minute, she's with you right now, but not
Yeah.
legally, not permanently.
No, they have because when this happened, there was no
Yeah.
family in town. We didn't even know my daughter was in St. Louis.
Oh my gosh.
We
Okay.
didn't find out until we found out about my granddaughter dying and her going to jail.
Mm. Mm.
We didn't know where she was. Because she was going from Texas to Arizona and then St. Louis. So we didn't know where she was. We had no idea. No family members, not even her younger cousins that would usually be in contact with her on social media. She took all her social media down and everything. That's
Mm.
why I said it was something else going on. I don't know what happened in the past year and a half, close to
Yeah.
2 years, but
Mhm.
something happened. Something
Mm.
definitely happened.
Mhm.
And what's throwing me off more than anything is the malnutrition that they're saying.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying it didn't happen or it did happen. What I'm saying is I watched her be a mother in my presence for
Mhm.
years.
Mhm.
And if anything, I used to envy her. Like, girl, you get up, you make sure these kids eat, you make sure you bathe them, you make like I watched her be a great mother, and I used to admire her motherhood because I was young when I was
Mm-hmm.
a mother. And when I was 17, 18, I was lacking sometimes or whatever because I didn't really know. I got married at 17 and thrown into a relationship. Got
Mm-hmm.
pregnant again real quick at 18. After I just, well, about going on 19. So I didn't even have a break. And the postpartum I went through was with my second child with my husband that I was kind of pushed to marry because of religion. So
Mm-hmm.
with all that being said, it's like I understand the postpartum part of things because I didn't want to tell anybody when I was going through it. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm a bad mom. Like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
want people to think I'm crazy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
these are all the things that were going through my head at 19. I
Yeah.
never talked about it. Never talked about it.
What is that?
Ever.
Can you? I don't know how you feel about talking about what does postpartum depression look like or feel like.
In my instance, I mean, it can look all types of ways, but as a woman that just birthed a child,
Mm-hmm.
um, in my instance, I was distant from my child. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't like my first child. Like my first child, I was like holding her. That's my daughter, my only daughter. I
Okay.
was holding her, kissing on her, didn't want to be apart from her, just like very nurturing. And with
Mm-hmm.
my second child, I was just like, I'll feed him, I'll rock him, I'll put him down. That was it. There was no holding him, kissing on him, rocking him, like loving on him. It was just, I felt like, whose child is this? Like, it wasn't my child.
Kind of
Yeah, I
numb.
didn't.
Kind of
Very
numb.
numb, very
Mm-hmm.
numb. And it was no feeling I could reach for. I would look for it. I would try to, and it just wasn't there for me. Like I don't even know when I got over it. I couldn't even tell you because when I decided to divorce my ex-husband, which was very abusive, I decided to move back to St. Louis, and he was like, "Well, you have to leave our son, and you can take our daughter." He didn't care nothing about our daughter,
Mm-hmm.
so he was like, "You can take her, but you gotta leave him." And so I can't say I didn't care, but I really was like, okay, as long as it's not my daughter.
Yeah, and
I
and
didn't
and,
tell
and,
nobody that, but that's
and
how
your
I felt.
son, and he was with your husband. He was with the father. Why
Mhm.
would you? You wouldn't second guess that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I felt very disconnected. And so when she did confide in me about that, I said that's postpartum. I said maybe you should get some counseling. I went through counseling and therapy through my life.
Mm-hmm.
I did that on my own. I was like 28 when I said, you know what, I'm gonna pay for sessions to go talk to people. And when I couldn't afford it, I started reaching out to counselors because of a lot of
Mm-hmm.
trauma that I had went through as a young woman. And I wanted to fix it. I didn't want to keep feeling how I was feeling, but everybody's not strong like that.
Every
Everybody don't have that they don't have that wanting to go and fix something. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't know how to fix something. Some
and
people don't
Mama,
even have a direction.
there are 1 in 7 to 1 in 8 women that suffer from postpartum depression. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
So that's like 460,000 mothers each year that feel like, they can't go on. You have a hormonal change. You are at the brink of death when you are delivering a child. So a lot of people don't realize that. And so your body's going through changes. You just delivered a whole human being out of your
Mm-hmm.
vagina that's this small. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And now you are responsible for a life. It's a traumatic experience that we don't talk about.
Not even just your life, you're responsible. Not even just their life, you're responsible for your life. Because there
True.
are times that with my last son, I ended up in the hospital because I got an infection. I wasn't even doing nothing, but that can
Mm,
happen, and that landed me in the hospital for 2 weeks while my child was a newborn. And
mm,
so that did a lot on my mind. Like, I'm separated from my newborn. I'm in the hospital again. I just went home with him. Like, it's
mm,
a lot of things that we deal with as women. And it's brushed off, especially Black women. It's brushed off like, oh, well, so-called Black women. I hate using Black. It's a misnomer. But so-called Black women, it's like, we're like pushed off like, oh, they're strong. Like, even now, people are so used to me being strong that
mm,
when I get it, the last thing I ever want to do is ask for help. I'm a go
mm,
getter. I go get it on my own. I don't like to ask nobody for nothing. I've always been very independent. I've been on my own since I was 17. Even when I was
mm.
married,
You
I was
got
paying the
married.
bills. I
Wow.
dropped out of high school and went and got a job because he in college. He want to stay in college so he can mess around. And I'm working. Like, I've been working since then. I've been going back to college, getting a degree, like all throughout this life of having children. So I've always been a person like, I got it, I got it, I got it. But when this happened, it was like, how do I have it? You know what I mean? Like it was just so something that was unexpected, something I never thought that I would experience in my life. And for people to come and demonize my family through these articles and just demonize us, period, or even my daughter and say, oh, well, where was the family? Oh, well, where was it? You don't know what was happening in our family life. My mom was emailing my daughter. My mom was trying to call my daughter. We were trying to call from, we've been looking for her, not just me, my mom, my sister. It's been a whole family affair. And so for us to find out she was in St. Louis, not even far from my sister used to work in that neighborhood. That's devastating. To know that all I think about is like, maybe I should have put out a missing persons report. Maybe I should have did this. I'm sure my mom is thinking the same thing. Maybe I should have did this. Maybe I should have did that. Maybe I didn't try hard enough. But nobody knows until it's at your front door. I've heard many of situations that happen with these young women. Do you think I thought me, a spiritual woman that's grounded, that you know what I mean, is in tune and in touch, was going to sit up here and like come from work one day and hear my 1-year-old granddaughter is deceased and the mom is in custody for it, and then my other granddaughter is in the hospital? No,
You know,
absolutely not.
sometimes, Sister Drea, I think that whereas I love that we're celebrated as indigenous so-called Black women, I love that sometimes this whole mantra, I'm a strong, independent Black woman, could be dangerous.
Absolutely.
Because no one's an island. We all need community. Black girl magic is beautiful, but you still have issues and you need your family support. So, we get to the point where like, I don't want to be strong. I'm not strong. I'm just a human being or a spiritual being having a human experience trying to make it through this life. I hope she's here. Sister Drea, she went out. Anything you want to say, Chief, about,
Yeah,
what she
yeah. I
said?
mean, yes, yeah. The so-called Black women are the only women in the world that they will say I'm a strong Black woman, and that's devastating. To say that means that take everything that you've taken and be strong and deal with it. And it's also, to me, it's another division that they created for the so-called Black men and women to bicker and fight against each other and tear down the family dynamics, so that the whole point was, if we can get that Black man and Black woman to separate from each other, we can get those precious Jews, them children. It's all about them children. They want them children because them children got fresh, good organs. This thing goes deep. So if we can destroy them, put one against each other, and they're fighting, they too busy fighting each other. They can't realize that we're after those fresh children right there. So we got to do better. So this is right here. It's going to just the start of us healing, becoming better. The so-called Black men and Black women coming together under one cohesive unit to rebuild and establish our community and our own shit. Because this is our land. There's no knock to anybody else, but I want to see that happening. And it's going to happen with true humility toward each other, forgiveness toward each other, compassion toward each other, to listen to each other, stop talking at each other or down to each other, but talk to each other. And it starts with me. And I'm doing that. It starts with me. And so I'm a man that loved my mom on her way out of here.
Yes,
loved
sir.
her. I picked up and carried her down to the stairs to her doctor's appointment. And I have that same love. And I have 6 remaining sisters. And I love them, and I am their protector. And I am an OG
It's a blessing
who
for them.
loves, honor, and respect. And the way I deal with both of you guys, I deal with both of you guys with love, honor, and respect.
You do. You
And
do.
both of you guys can contest to that.
Oh, yeah.
And if any woman it says anything derogatory about me, it's probably because she liked me and couldn't have me the way that she wanted to have me. So now I got to be gay. Now that's a whole nother story.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm none of that. But I love my people. I love the soldier. I love any people, no matter what race, color you are. If you got love for me, Chief Man got love for you. I deal with vibration at this point. But we, as the so-called black men and women, we have been hurt the most, and we need the most healing. So I'm ready to start here with us. And that's why I said, God,
Yes.
I'm it's a beautiful thing here
Yeah.
because this is how you talk about a working. Rob post that. You
Mm-hmm.
saw Kia. You saw we were friends. You called me up. Oh, she's a good friend. I don't tear him down. And then
Mm-hmm.
we got the start right here of true healing. True
And in the
healing.
comment
Those.
section, Chief, in the comment section, I see people from different countries saying, I'm suffering from depression.
Mhm.
Postpartum is real. Different hues. One of our Caucasian sisters said, I'm going through it right now. I feel like I want to die. A brother in the comment section was talking about he's depressed. Men aren't allowed to talk, to cry,
Yep.
all of that. Somebody else said, I just drink. And Jamie, I don't know if it's a woman or a man, said, I just drink myself into, a certain way, mind frame, because I don't want to cope with life anymore. A lot of people are suffering in silence.
Yep.
And to Sister Drea's point about being in church, there was an article written in the Essence magazine in the 1990s called Sanctified and Suffering.
Mhm.
Wow.
It talked about how,
Sounds familiar.
yeah, how the church
Sounds
women are
familiar to
told,
me.
cry, call on Jesus. Black women don't get depression. Holy Ghost women got call on the Holy Ghost. But you're suffering and you need counseling.
Mhm.
Some people need medication. I know we don't really like the pharmaceutical industry, but if you can find the right uh, uh, mixture that will jive with your biochemistry, it can help with depression, anxiety, schizophrenia. Now, I know we don't like to push that. I'm not trying to.
Mhm.
But some people benefit from. I know a woman that loves God. She's in the church. She suffers from schizophrenia. She said, Kia, is like having 1,000 voices in your head all at once telling you different things.
Mhm.
And I had to go get some medicine, she said. And she was an ordained evangelist, she is, an assistant pastor. She said, I didn't know what else to do. I called on Jesus. I fasted. I prayed. I got the Holy Ghost. I stood in the lines. But she said the medicine, what it did for her is it suppressed some of the voices so that she can function.
Mhm.
And again, I'm not saying that's the way to go, but some people do that. And then some people, they take some herbs,
Mhm.
or they maybe do. Somebody I had on a farmer today that said sometimes we're attacked through parasites and our gut health is not 100%. So if you're not your gut health,
Absolutely.
the parasites can cause you to literally lose it,
Mhm.
you
Yeah, because
know?
it eats at your brain as well. Parasites can travel all through your body, so they don't just be in your gut. They're all
Mhm,
through your body. So all of these, well, allegedly, because I don't
mhm,
want to get your account shut down because I know
mhm,
about their restrictions. But yeah, it's known that
mhm,
these are the things that are causing a lot of that. You know what I
mhm.
mean? And what I will tell people right now is black walnut and wormwood.
Okay, let me
I'll
put
just
that in.
drop that one right there. That's what I'll drop if you're, needing a cleanse and all of that. That's a good herbal substance to use.
Yeah, because
Um,
you are into herbs, right? That's what you do. That's why you
absolutely.
look so amazing at almost 50. I thought she was like, she can't be a grandmother. She's only 35. What's she talking about? You
Oh
look
Lord, yes, definitely that. I do
okay.
want to touch on something that you were saying, like about family, though. This is like
Mhm.
one of the things that I wanted to touch on when we talked
Okay.
today. Kia, you reached out to me,
Mm,
and I've never met this sister until we first talked the other night.
mm,
And during this past week, it's been so traumatic. My mom is here. My sister
mm.
lives here. And
Okay.
then my three granddaughters, my mom brought them. I mean, three grandchildren, my mom brought them with her.
Okay.
And I have my nephew who I'm staying with in his studio apartment. We're literally had the air mattress it out on the floor, just to try to get through everything that's going on because we had to be somewhere in an address in St. Louis. Most of
Mm.
my family live in the Illinois jurisdiction, which is right across the river.
Okay.
So at that time, I was so frustrated because I have two sides of the family. One side
Mm.
of the family was here for a family reunion, which is my mom's
Mm.
side. My
Okay.
dad's side lives here. They work in St. Louis all the time and they live across the river.
Mm.
And no, none of them had reached out to me. None of them
Mm.
had sent their condolences. I've heard nothing. Well, today my little cousin reached out to me from my dad's side. But prior
Okay.
to that, no family whatsoever.
Mm.
It's been nothing but my spiritual family. Some of them I've never even met
Wow.
that
Wow.
have shown an outpour of love to me. Whether it
Mm.
was just kind words, whether it was just to let me know that they're thinking about me. That's
Mhm.
all I've had. I didn't have none of my so-called family, that's
Mhm.
blood, reach out to me whatsoever. That's been
Mhm.
very disheartening to me, but it's
Yeah.
also made me stronger because I already knew that they kind of disowned me during the Jim Jones jab and all of this stuff and
Oh, okay.
pandemic, but I didn't know it was to this extent where something this tragic happens and they
Mhm.
silence. Like they literally ain't messed with me at all.
Mm.
So when we did the GoFundMe and when I've been asking for help, it's because I don't really have help
Mm.
at all. It was not because I wanted to. I'm very prideful. My grandma told me closed mouths don't get fed. She's been telling me that until she died. But I
Mm.
never took that on because I was just like, I don't feel right for me to ask her. It just never felt right in my soul
Mm.
for me to ask nobody for nothing.
Mm.
So I was upset with my family because I'm like, if all of them, out of all the family members I got on both sides, gave $10, I would be where you know what I mean? I would have a lot of
Mhm.
help. Not
Mhm.
even that. So when we talk about family, family is not necessary, yo, bloodline.
Okay.
And
Yes.
this has been for me for many years now,
Mm.
especially since 2020.
Mm.
My family, my kin, my tribe has been Rod, Alan, Miss Robin, Cheryl. I have so many of them. So when
Mm.
you reached out to me, you were like, I don't know if you would talk to me. I knew you
Mhm.
was part of the tribe. I've seen
Wow.
you do lives with him. I've seen your face and your name with Rod. That was enough for me.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
validates anybody because I know they don't mess with anybody.
Right.
And they know I don't mess with anybody because we all have been back bitten throughout this process
Mm.
of
Mm.
speaking out. So I just want you to know that I'm thankful that you reached out to me.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
thankful for your love. I'm thankful for you sitting on the phone talking to me, listening to me cry for a whole hour. You don't even know me. And
Yeah.
that says a lot about your character.
Thank you,
A whole
sister.
lot.
I'm
And I
I'm
really
Glory.
appreciate
Love
you.
that.
I'm honored. I'm honored, sister. I really am.
And that's family. That's what family do. What she
That's
did.
family.
That's family. Yeah.
You mentioned a GoFundMe. Can you tell us? I'm going to put it up here. What you're asking, sister, so that we
Okay.
can know what to do and how to support you. Is this right?
So
Nope, that's
let's
not right.
see.
Sorry. I'm gonna pull it up. I
Okay.
think.
So right now I'm not working. That day that I found everything out, I literally tried to go to work the next day. It seemed
Mhm.
like everybody was talking about babies that day. Like
Oh
as soon as
God.
they came in the room, they were like, "Yeah, my baby. I had to get up this early. My 4-month-old this," and literally I had to run out the classroom and
Mm,
cry
Wow.
mm,
because it was so fresh still. Like, and I talked to my manager, and my manager was like, you can come back. He said, because you're an asset here. He said,
mm.
but we can't pay you because you're still so new. He
Okay.
said, but anytime you're ready to come back, when you get your granddaughter and you come back, you got a job.
Wow.
Which I was thankful for that because that's not most people won't do that for you.
No, and you a
And I
new
know that
mom.
that would never God, So I was like,
Yes.
thank you. I was so grateful for that. But because I can't work no more. I don't have no checks coming in. I
Hmm.
used all of what I had to save. It's just we've been literally trying to do everything that we can as far as these babies. I'm still battling CPS as far as trying to get her back to Las Vegas with me. And then even then, it's still going to be in the system in Las Vegas, and I'll
Mm.
still have to work with them. I've had, like I said, I had an Airbnb at the time. When we came over here with my nephew, we're staying at his house in his studio with his girlfriend. And
Wow.
they've been gracious to let us stay here because it's a studio. Like, it ain't no other rooms in here. It's just one bathroom, and then we all in the same room together.
How many
Um,
people? How many people?
it's him, his girlfriend, me, and my granddaughter.
Wow. God
Mhm.
bless them. God
Yeah,
bless them.
they right here. They hear everything. And his girlfriend was like, "I like her. She's so cool. She hear you
Oh,
talking."
oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you,
But
sweetheart.
yeah, so we're just, and then my daughter would like us to bury Sky.
Okay.
So Sky is in the picture right here on the GoFundMe. So they just got her body released from the
Mm,
morgue today. That's what the morgue called me for. So the funeral home can get her. So it's just basically the burial. Then it'll be like the flying back home. They
mm,
said that I can either take Star with me, go back home for 30 days.
mm-hmm.
Then I have to come back and check in. And then I can, they said it should take 2 months to 6 months. So I don't even know where we are yet with when I'm going to get back home. And that's the
Oh,
part.
you got to wait there for 6 months in order to get custody
It
of.
can be anywhere from 2 to 6 months for me to get
Oh,
her
girl,
back in my, yeah, in my custody to take her back to Las Vegas. And then I'll still have to deal with Las Vegas CPS.
my God, how like you might need an apartment. I'm trying to figure out how
I,
we can.
listen, I don't trust me. I don't want to be here and saying I hate it here. I couldn't
Mm,
wait to get up out of here. I could
mm,
not wait to get up out of here. But obviously, I'm gonna do what I got to do for her.
mhm.
But being here, they call it Missouri is misery. That's what I call it.
That's what I heard too.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
cloudy now. And
Wow.
like 105 like humidity. It feels like 105 with the humidity. That's why I wear no makeup, nothing. My hair braids up because it's no use in nothing. It's hot.
Mm, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, that's what we're dealing with right now. Obviously I'm looking to try to see if I can get like some mental health assistance for my daughter
Mm,
while she's in there. And so I
okay.
have been talking to people that do pro bono, but the main thing is like still being able to provide for my granddaughter. I still have rent back home because I still have a place.
Mm.
I still have a place back home.
So wait a minute. So the GoFundMe is to bury the baby, but we can send you Cash App gifts to help you personally, like with food, help you with your rent. Is that how it is? The division of the I don't want to
Well,
say.
yeah, whatever anybody can do. We put up the GoFundMe. That was the initial thing, and then a lot of people
Mm,
didn't want to use the GoFundMe. They wanted to directly send it to me, so that's how we
mhm.
set that up. So yeah, I
Now,
don't
correct.
know. Some people don't want to use GoFundMe because they know they take a percentage, so they'll want to
Mhm,
give it to me directly. But some
mhm.
people do want to use the GoFundMe, so we just set both up just to whoever can help in any way, whichever avenue you want to use, we're thankful as a whole entire family. Because my mom has had to fly out here with all my three grandchildren. She
Mm,
stayed in a hotel for a week. She's about to move to an Airbnb
mm,
tomorrow and be here for another week. And we're
mm.
hoping to bury Sky while she's here because if not, I'm going to be literally doing this memorial service pretty much by myself because, as I said, my family ain't even came through. So I don't even know if they would show up to show
Does it
respect.
cost a lot to bury a baby?
I don't know. I don't think it's going to cost a lot. It's just
Mhm.
more so of the factor of I want to make sure that she's going to be probably, I don't know. I have to wait to sit down with them. We just put 5 grand in that as
Okay.
well, just in case, because that's what
Okay.
we've heard.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Yeah.
sounds about that makes
Yeah.
sense. Sounds about right. So if anybody wants to send a Cash App donation to Mama Drea, then I'll call you Mama.
I see that. I was like, okay. I don't have no problem. I am mama at this point again. But yeah.
Again, you can send it to $ a goddess boutique one. It's right there on the screen, but it's also you'll see it at the bottom of the screen on the ticker. If you're on Instagram, you may see it at the top of the screen. Also, Sister Janine has put it in the chat. So it's $ a goddess boutique one. Let's show her an outpouring of love, financial support, gifts, positive thoughts, high vibrations, family. Let's rally around her. Send her messages. I showed you her Facebook account and I put the link in the chat. However, you can support Mama Drea, please do that. And we would greatly appreciate it. And the Most High and your ancestors will bless you in return. Can you speak on that a little bit, Chief Mac, about how when you give out of the abundance of your heart, you receive? a blessing in return?
When certain people that you give to, there's a scripture in the Bible. I don't know it verbatim.
Mm-hmm.
It's saying, but when it also talks about when you give to the homeless, the creator said he's in debt to you, and when you give to righteous people, it doesn't go unnoticed, guys.
And
And
to
I
the
have
fatherless and the widows. God has a
yeah,
special
it talks
heart in
about
the
that.
Bible to the fatherless and the wilderness too, Chief. So what happened? Oh,
Look
look.
at that.
Oh, hey, baby. Hello. Oh, look. Hey.
And she looked like you, Draft.
Yeah, she's so gorgeous. Hey, Mamacita. How you all these people talking about you? You said, let me come on and see what y'all talking about. What y'all talking about? Isn't she beautiful, Soul Tribe? Yes. What's her
But
name
we
again?
all we all adopting her
Her
now.
name is
We all
Star. Her,
us and
her
us.
sister's name was Sky.
Her sister is Sky. She's yeah. Now that's right. This is our niece. You the internet niece. You the niecey poo. Yes, you are. Uh-huh.
Now she doesn't want to make an appearance. Now she want to get down.
Steve, I interrupted you. You were talking about if you give, you return.
Yeah,
God is your
guys,
blessing.
and when you give, and this is just a precursor of what's going to happen in the next month or two when we get this overflow.
Mm,
When we get this overflow, I've been helping out so many people, and I'm glad that the ancestors of the Great Spirit has got the right people in my life. You know, Justice said, I mean, I've even got foreign currency for Drea because she deserves.
mm,
I've been got the foreign currency for her because she deserves it because she's a righteous sister that's been putting out this information, doing things herself like that. So I said, um, because she's not going to have to worry about paying for a trust. I'm
right.
gonna help her with.
Good.
I've helped her with the foreign currency because people like this need to be taken care of.
Hmm.
Um,
And when you were in
I,
need, God blessed you. You walked away from your
yes,
job.
yes,
Your business
yes.
grew, and now you have a heart to give back to others. And then the more you
I'm
give
giving
out,
back.
the more you give out, it seems like God increases you.
When you're in position, if you live your life only for you to make advancement, then all you're gonna have is just enough for you.
Whoa.
All you're gonna
Whoa.
have is just enough for. But when you live your life saying that I want to help the nation, I want to give, and you give in the little that you give, then the Creator can trust you. They see that, so we can
Mm,
trust this person to give them an overflow because what they have done with that shoestring budget.
mm,
They're going to do the same thing with the overflow that we're going to give them. So I have always been a person that have shared, give, been not thinking about myself, helping even people who was trying to set me
mm,
up. And now already the curator has put me in position. I have somewhat of an overflow, and I'm making sure
mm.
I'm helping out the right people. And now, in the next 2 months, we're gonna have a supernatural event happen where money would never ever be an issue. And I
Right.
can set the stages up for my great, 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 great grandchildren and break these generational curses of
Mm,
all people. But these generational curses permeate through the so-called black men and women. And I want to break those curses, break the curse of drugs, alcoholism, prison systems, hate,
mhm,
separation in our families. We
mm,
suffer from it all the most. And I
mm,
want to I wanted to destroy those generational curses, build family legacy, enhance this, get back to the days back in the 70s and 80s when we had
mm,
family reunions, where we made ice cream in that bucket, where we were able to come
mhm.
together and wasn't stressed out from making cakes and pies and everybody making their favorite dish, man, and loving on each other. I speak those days back into existence, and it starts with me, it starts with Trev, it
That's
starts
what
with you,
all of
kid, and
us.
we're already doing it. And if you so-called melanated and you're on these platforms, you should be doing this. You
Even and
should
if
be
you're
doing
not
it.
melanated, that the whole human family to add to you, Chief,
No doubt,
everybody should be
no
given
doubt.
because you know what? We're all suffering from something. We are all victims of enslavement to these beings that have enslaved the planet. And to add to what you're saying, Chief, you talked about a little bit, how the Black community has been under attack. I want to ask Mama Drea what she thinks about, as much as she can talk, and you too, to add to the conversation. Do you think certain bloodlines can be attacked, Mama Drea?
Listen, I the fact you even asked that question, I'm glad you asked that. Since I've had children, my children have been attacked, and
Hmm.
now it's coming to, my grandchild and losing her life.
Hmm.
I've always knew this. I felt this, especially when I started speaking more. Like, I'll go from this.
Wow.
Like my middle son was shot
Hmm.
due to an unfortunate accident. He was like 3
Whoa.
at the time. So this is not the first tragic accident that's happened in my family.
He was shot.
Uh,
Did you say shot?
mhm.
As in with a gun?
Here in St. Louis, yep. I don't
Hmm.
like St. Louis at all.
Hmm.
I've never yeah, that
Right.
happened here.
Okay.
My 3 grandchildren, the 3 oldest ones, were taken from my daughter in Arizona some years ago during the pandemic. Remember
Hmm.
this?
Chief,
That
you remember
happened.
that?
That happened during the pandemic.
Okay.
We were fighting for them for 2 years. Finally
Hmm.
got them, and then this happened. So, do
Hmm.
I feel like that? Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. Oh, and then my daughter, when she was, I want to say 11, 12, she was in school. A girl decided to fight her, had a ring on her finger, scratched her cornea. So that's why her right eye, she had 2 cornea transplants, and they both of them were rejected. So now she has no sight in her right eye. Like, my bloodline has been attacked
Hmm.
throughout decades,
Hmm.
all while I've been alive, and this is my direct lineage from underneath me.
Hmm.
So absolutely, and nothing like that happened on my sister's side with her kids or
Hmm.
grandkids. It's happened to me in my lineage, my bloodline. But
Hmm.
I'm also a truther. I'm also chosen. I'm also out here to speak for all the people, and I'm also just a warrior, boots
Hmm.
on the ground.
Hmm.
And I knew I was prepared as a sister. I was prepared spiritually. Like, there's going to be things happen, but I didn't know to this extent.
Whoa. Whoa.
So as I became awakened to like what I was supposed to do in my purpose on this planet, I was warned, like, you do this. I'm not gonna tell you it's gonna be easy, but this is what you're destined to do. And so I did it, knowing that I could be a target, knowing that there's agents gonna come at me, knowing that they're gonna come at my babies. And I try to warn my babies as much as I could. I try to warn my daughter as much as I could, my sons as much as I could. But yeah, I've known who I am and who we.
Brother Leonard is affirming what you and Chief Max said, and that's already out. The CIA is targeting our bloodline. They target, like you are. They target everybody, but their preference is indigenous bloodline.
Oh, absolutely,
You
absolutely.
the organs are heavily melanated, um, and I mean Henrietta
I don't
Mack.
even know what they did with my grandbaby's organs. I don't know if this was an attack on my daughter's mind just to get to a baby or to get to both of them. Just couldn't
Mm,
get to her. You know what I mean?
mhm,
So I
mhm,
don't know. I don't know. All I can say is, will I put it past it? No.
mhm,
What does my spirit tell me? My spirit been telling me to find your babies, get to your babies, get to your babies, and that's what I know. So did I know it would be this extent and this, tragic? No.
mm,
Was I surprised after I came to? No.
mm,
And that's
mm.
unfortunate to say. That's
When
unfortunate to say.
when I was reading your post, you had said something about mainstream media, and you were like, these journalists, they don't care about you. I don't know how much you can speak on it because it is an open case, it's a high profile case. What happened in the mainstream media concerning your case, as much as you can tell, or if you can speak at all?
Well, that's public knowledge. So what they did is when for maybe a week, what was that, Lena? A week and a half straight. A week and a half straight, they ran my daughter's mugshot through articles. Some said she killed or deleted one daughter and starved the other one. It's just used family pictures from my
Mm.
social media,
What?
and wrote their narrative behind it. Sky's name was not even mentioned in these articles. Star's name was not mentioned. Some people met, was it people? No, it was New York Post decided they wanted, whoever that so-called journalist is, decided he wanted to use pictures off my Facebook and quote my live stream when I was just telling my people what was going on.
Wow.
It's just been a lot. It's been a lot of disrespect, a lot of people's opinions versus the facts of what
Mhm.
we know now versus the law of what's actually happened and not happened. And again, we have not had a trials. We did have not gotten the forensics back. Nobody has the forensics to be able to say anything is definite.
Mm.
And so, yeah, they've treated this like a media circus. The
Mm.
courtroom is calling it a high profile case, and
Mm.
it's not helping. My daughter is getting threatened to get hands put on her. She's not in the main population right now. They're calling her a baby killer. There's a lot of things happening.
Oh
Yeah,
my
a lot
God.
of things happening. And at this point, it's like all these other families get to speak out when their family members being treated wrong or when
Mhm.
something is not correct. I'm
Mhm.
not going to let a narrative be out there like we know for definite this was this and this was that. We don't even know for definite. They
Right.
don't even know for definite.
They
They're
know.
going based off of what they seen a young woman with two children, two babies. They know about the incident of the baby dying. She did call 911. She was the one calling 911, my daughter.
Okay. Okay.
They know about that, but she's in a high rise project. So
Mm.
they see a young woman, young black woman in the projects, in the hood. It's open and shut, closed case
It is. You're judged
in
already.
everybody's eyes before they even know what happened. It's just, oh,
Mm.
yeah, she did it. Yeah, this
Mhm.
and this
Mhm.
happened. And they're going to create their own narrative. And my
Mhm.
family, my mom was heartbroken, opening up
Mhm.
Facebook, opening up different, Instagram and seeing her granddaughter across the screen like that. Me, it was gut wrenching every time.
Mhm.
Every time. That's my baby. That's my only daughter.
Mhm.
That's my firstborn.
Mhm.
So, and then her children.
They
They be
have
on
to see.
social media. My grandson's 10.
Mm-mm-mm.
So people don't have any type of consideration for family or children or mothers or
Mhm.
grandmothers. And it's just disgusting how now in this, like Trump say, fake news. I said,
Mhm.
I agree with him now.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's all fake news. None of it is real. And they
It's
don't
all,
want real news.
no, they want sensationalism and
Yes.
click views and yeah, because they absorb our energy. Do
Yes.
you have, what do you how do you feel about that, Mama Drea? If they can get us all caught up in their news, do they, and how would you put that in words? They get off on that. They can get your energy to get you involved in their drama.
Absolutely. They want to cipher your energy. All of it is energy ciphering.
Mhm.
They know that drama. They know that chaos. They know that tragedy is what sells more than
Mm,
anything.
mm,
And they feed off of it.
mm,
And see, the thing with me though is I'm not gonna feed off of their stuff. And like I said, I haven't really talked about it much. This is probably the most people gonna get from me since this happened.
mhm, mhm,
But what I will say is I know you. I know
mm,
who you are. And my strength is here now. At first, I was weak and I was all over the place and I was crying and breaking down every day and just feeling
mm.
hopeless.
Yeah.
But every day I get stronger. Every day I remember who I am. Every day I know my purpose.
Mhm. Yeah. Chief Mac.
And they
Yes.
not gonna they not gonna do nothing to any way that I have, any power I have, they not gonna have no control over my babies.
Mhm,
Period, point blank. They got
mhm,
one off with my granddaughter. And maybe they didn't
mhm.
even have nothing to do with that. Maybe it was just her time. I don't know.
I hear you. I hear you. That takes a lot of strength to say something like that. Maybe it was her time. Maybe she didn't want to deal with this world, and or
Right. We don't know what
Mhm,
happened.
mhm,
We still don't have the facts of everything that happened. So I like I said, I just want people to quit making assumptions about what happened based off of media and this fake news. Because none of it, I've not read one article that was actual and factual. Not one.
you had said that they said she was feeding on fruit and
Yeah, they said that she was feeding them 230 calories a day.
and
And
how
she
do they
was
know
doing
that? How do they know
right.
that?
she was only giving them fruit pouches and vegetable pouches and yogurt. So
But
if somebody's trying to starve
that's still
somebody,
substance, though. I mean,
if somebody's trying to starve somebody, why are they giving them anything?
that part.
That's just my question. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
just using common sense for a second.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's the biggest question I have.
How did they measure it? Who knows?
Because they have a specific number of calories that they were able to put
Together. So
I don't know.
Chief Mac, how can we? And I'm going to ask Mama Drea the same thing. How can you, as a man of God, the man and the chief of the Soul Tribe, how can we support Mama Drea and help people that might be in crisis and need help, and maybe they don't know how? So how can we support Mama Drea, and how can we encourage people in the Soul Tribe that might be going through to reach out for help?
I believe we should do some constant reinforcement of this topic.
Okay, okay.
Constant, for starters, constant reinforcement on this topic, because people can hear it and it can be just a motivation that they
Mhm,
need to push through from suicidal thoughts, from
mhm,
doing
mhm.
anything severe based off of. All they need is just a kind voice and a voice of reasoning, you know. So we need to have constant reinforcement, and really soon, if those of us that can that have the extra to give from your heart, you know.
Mhm, mhm.
I'll be making another donation to MamaDriyah today.
Okay.
It's going in right. That's righteous giving. That's called righteous giving. And when
Mm.
you give like that, you give a seed, a righteous seed like that. It doesn't go unnoticed, and that's how
Yes.
you build up kingdom points. As we see, our sister, she needs help.
Mm.
And some of us have it within our, with our reason. We have it to help. Let's give this sister. Let's build, and this is life. It's supposed to be about. We're supposed to galvanize around each other. We're supposed to love each other. Anybody on these platforms that's operating in 3D, that love to see people suffer and hurt and have pain, that's on these platforms lying on people. And even if let's say if somebody's going through something, you see these people on these platforms hoping people fail, being derogatory, lying on people like that. We shouldn't give these people any attention, and shame on anybody that's operating like that. And you will be handled, because we got real stuff like this. And this can be you. This can happen in your family.
Mm. Mm.
So this is what I said. We got to speak life, abundance. We got to speak over our families, because anything can happen. I'm constantly at night waking up and speaking to the Great Spirit and ancestors for protection for my family. I'm doing it because anything can happen. And if
Any,
you think you're untouchable, keep on living.
keep on.
Keep on. Keep on.
Mm.
You think you're
Mm.
untouchable. You think you can lie on people
Mm.
and just be derogatory and just post a thing because you get joy out of seeing people in anguish. Your day
Mm.
is coming. And you're gonna stay in this hell that we are in, and it won't become your heaven. And you're gonna see me, Dr. Kid, and Dre turn this hell into our heaven. And that's a
Yes.
promise. That's a
Yes.
promise. So keep on, see my friends, keep on fucking around and being lower vibrational, and you're gonna
Mm.
get a spiritual ass kicking. It's time's out for that. Stop trying to be like you the man, or you the
Yeah.
woman, and everybody gotta go to me. I'm the man, I'm the shit. No, we were all sent down here to
Mm.
hell. Cause this is what this shit is. It's hell.
Oh.
Somebody put in the comments there that Americans and the whole world was turned over to the beat system. It
Mm.
said that in your book that the enemy has jurisdiction, has dominion over this earth.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening right now is that dominion is starting to relinquish from them.
Mm.
The, the solar
Oh.
flares are coming. The sun is getting closer. There's many of them out there. And there's a particular people of the sun that's getting ready to activate. And
Mm.
this beast has been trying to do everything they can do, checking out these clouds in the air to stop these solar flares, to stop the sun from sending that's that SUN. I'm sorry, a lot of people that walks on water every morning it comes out. It's
Let
going to
me.
be the saving salvation that's going to
Mm.
help people. So I'm seeing that there's an attack on the certain people because we're getting ready to switch over. We're getting ready to activate. We're getting ready to elevate.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to do what I can do to protect my sisters,
And we're so grateful
protect
for
you
you, too.
guys.
We're so grateful for
I
you.
thank you, kid. I am a protector.
You
I
are.
have 6 sisters myself. I am a protector, and I'm built to protect. And I will protect if I have. I will give you a righteous ass kick, and I'll flip you out. I have enough strength to flip you over inside a car if you fuck me the wrong way, or fuck with somebody that I love. So people talk that talk, you talk that talk, but I'm about that. I don't do no talking. Just meet me and let me black your eye and fold you up with a pair of church socks on, and I'll give you a milkshake to go with it. I don't talk. I'm built to put some pain on your ass if I have to, righteously,
You
and I
are.
will protect people that I love in a righteous way. I don't run my
Mm.
mouth. I be out these streets, truly being that Superman out these streets. I don't run my mouth. I don't talk about it. I'm doing it out these streets. Every day I hit these streets, I try to be that superhero that I was sent here and mandated to be. But this
And
is
you
not
do
going to
a
be the
great
first.
job. You do a great job of you send people gifts, money, donations,
Yes,
and
he
and,
do.
and you have a heart for God, for women. And I love that. I love that
Me
about
too.
you. Yeah, yeah.
Him and Rod don't play when it come to women. They
I
got
know.
most. I feel like I'm the luckiest woman in the world to know them two
Yeah.
alone. All I need is them two. I don't need nobody else. No. I feel like the luckiest person in the world to be close to them, to be able to reach
Yes.
out and call them at any time, and they gonna have my back. Like
Mm, mm.
that's a blessing in itself, just to have them. And then now my sister. I don't have a lot of. I have a lot of sisters in the spiritual community for sure.
Okay.
But to have you as a sister to be able
Mm.
to talk to and feel comfortable with means
Yes.
everything to me. I mean,
Mm.
everybody even coming on this live stream, just showing love. I can't read. I ain't read y'all comments or anything. I'll read after the live, but just to even come and hear the story and hear everything that's going on and in my life, and to be able to even speak about it and not cry about it makes me feel a little better. It makes me feel like I
Getting
done
better.
got stronger over the couple weeks, and now I'm ready
Mm.
to like be able to go in the battlefield even
Mm.
stronger, and just come out strong with my babies. That's all I'm trying to do.
I want to give a shout out to James Johnson who sent a gift. Thank you so much for sending $20 to the Dr. Kia Pruitt show. And I want to, take time out to say thank you all that gave a Cash App gift or donation to Mama Dria. It's a Goddess Boutique One. She probably can't read. You probably do. You hear Cash Apps coming in while you're on the live, or you have to wait?
No,
Okay.
I don't hear them while I'm on the live, and then I can't see comments right now. So y'all don't think I'm being rude. I just can't see anything right now.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
I do like to personally, thank people. So if you have, I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I don't like to ask nobody for nothing. But this is a time where my grandma's words ring high. Closed mouths don't get fed. If you need help and you don't say nothing, can't nobody help you. So that's where I am. I do anything for my grandchildren, and this is for them. This is for me to be able to be there for them.
Mama Dria, and just like that says, Dr. Kia, please ask Sister Dria if she has a PayPal account. I really want to send her something, a generous gift. Please don't overlook my question. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
PayPal.
I do have PayPal. How do I do the PayPal thing? What do I give my number or
No. I believe it's your email address.
is it?
I would give your number just because that's only to people because I know your number is connected to most all of your accounts. But
Right.
there's a name of your PayPal. If you can put the screen, the name of your PayPal,
It should be a
you put
goddess
that there.
boutique too.
Let me see.
It should be a goddess boutique because I used to have a boutique, and so everything is still in that, and that's my PayPal business account. So let me see. I'll check for you.
Okay, and I'm going to look to. Let's see if I could just. Oh, somebody was asking about churches. Thank you for asking. 501c3s, nonprofit organizations, churches, a lot of them take up collections for situations like this. And some of them may even have grants or, money set aside to help. Is there a way we can access that type of support? Like, are you affiliated with churches, or your mom? She may be affiliated with the church. I know your mom is a spiritual woman as well. Mama
My mom, my mom left the church when she went through situations that she went through with,
Mm,
obviously donating and giving a lot and all of that. Is
mm.
lots of stories of why I'm no longer in church.
Okay.
I don't really want to get into it because I don't want people to feel like, if you want to go to church and that's your thing, I don't want to be
Yeah.
hypocritical and be that person and be like, oh yeah, you shouldn't go to church. I've never been that person, never will be that person. I personally grew up in church, was in church till I was 28 years old. I mean, I got married because of the church. Okay, at 17.
They told you to
Um,
get married. Yeah.
yeah, so I don't have a church home.
But,
I don't have, but my church home is within me.
but sometimes you don't have to be a part of church. That was a good question. Thank you all so much. If your church wants to take up a collection for Mama Dria, Sister Dria, oh my gosh, it would be such a blessing. I know there are nonprofit organizations. I just don't know how to access that type of help. So, family, if you know of any organization that can help her or anyone who can offer mental health care for her daughter who's
Oh
incarcerated.
yeah, anybody that has any legal assistance would greatly be appreciated. Any type of resources, support. We're in Missouri, St. Louis. So if you know any paralegals, anybody do pro bono, anybody that can just lead us in a direction to go to the direction we need to get in, we need to get her some type of mental health and counseling while she's in there.
Mhm.
And
And so
that's very important to me.
you can send me an email to kiapruitt@gmail.com or reach out to Mama Drea, maybe at Facebook. I don't know if you read your inboxes, but
Yeah, I do. I'll check my inbox, especially now. I've been checking my inboxes more than anything
mhm.
because I know some people are just following or some people aren't my friends and they'll probably send me messages like her friends and stuff have reached out to me and stuff like that. So I've been checking my back messages lately.
Oh, somebody just said Brother Sammy said he paid $300 for supporting Sister Drea. I'm going to send. They sent it to me. I'm going to send it to you. Thank you so much for whoever said they were sending me money because there's other
Oh,
for
you can wait, hold on.
they said they're sending a gift to me for supporting you. That's so sweet. That's sweet. I want to send it to her um, because
That was sweet though.
you're so kind. You're so kind. And let me see. Make sure I got it right. Who is this? Oh, somebody said try Catholic Charities.
Catholic Charities.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on 1 second.
No, black. Yeah, I
Oh,
like this red. Yeah, everyone
for
is.
supporting Sister. So I don't know if Sammy. I don't know if you're saying you're sending it to me because I'm supporting her, or you wanted to send it to her. So we're just going to go ahead and send it to her. And I want to say thank you, Brother Sammy. God bless you. Creator, smile on you. You're amazing. That's a nice size donation that will help her and her family. So I'm going to send it to her. And her Cash App again. Let's get it on the screen. Is God $ a goddess boutique one. And then I want to say, family, if you are, oh, where's Mama Drea? She went off. I didn't even notice. If you are in crisis, if you are having some issues, maybe you have a loss of appetite, you feel like you can't go on, you might be losing weight or gaining weight and you don't know why. You could be feeling like just mood swings. One minute you feel okay, the next you feel sad. I encourage you, please reach out to somebody. Call somebody. Call a trusted friend, a family member, a pastor, a priest, somebody, a shaman. Please call somebody. Now, generally, I don't like, sending people to the matrix, but you might not have anybody to call. There are crisis centers. I don't know about all the crisis centers, but there's one. If you just want to talk, it's 1-800-273-8255 if you just want to talk. But be careful what you say, because sometimes don't tell everybody where you live, because they might say, oh, we need to do, emergency, come and see about you and put you in the hospital. So don't disclose your information, all your information, like your location. I don't know how if I can trust all these people. But there are people that are paid to listen to you on a crisis hotline. My encouragement to you is number one, call somebody you trust and let them know that you need to talk to somebody or you need some help. What do you say to that, Chief Mac?
I agree with you, Karen. In terms of, we really should be turning to each other, have the ability to turn to each other.
I hear you, Chief. I hear you.
And what you're doing right now is giving people that hope and ability to turn to each other. I'll be glad when this RV happens because we'll have the funds to be able to really take care of each other. Look at money. They say money is the root of all evil. It's the root of all evil to wicked people, but to righteous people, it answers all things.
Mm.
It answers all things, and pretty soon, Dre, you'll have the financial to really love on your granddaughter, and then get your daughter the adequate help that she needs, other than coming against it and talk. It's easy to speak negative and wicked to people.
It really
But a
is.
righteous person, we look for ways to build and lift, inspire people. We look for ways to do that. So really soon you'll have the adequate help to really be able to help your daughter and to build her. It's not over for us, your daughter, and I speak life over her. I speak protection over her. I speak encouragement over her to be, she gets gets a second chance. There's so many other women that have gone through what your daughter has gone through and not even in jail.
I know.
I know this. Not even in jail. I know personally. But we'll talk. We're gonna talk more. But I want to appreciate the Soul Tribe, Dr.
Yes,
Kid.
sir.
Thanks for coming on and been that. You're here because we gave you enough love and enough to burden to go through that burden with you, for you to be able to come on here and explain without breaking down and articulate what you're going through, what you're experiencing, and because you never know, some of us, you don't know what you can go through the next day can be cataclysmic. You don't know these things, so that's
I'm
why we
trying
have
to
to
tell
be
you.
grateful.
I literally had my whole day planned out that day. I was like,
I'm gonna go to the gym when I get off work, which is something I typically do like 3-4 times a week. I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna eat dinner. I'm gonna get my stuff ready for work the next day, and then that's my day. And my day, my whole life changed that day. My whole life is not going to be the same. I'm going to be a mother of a 3-year-old. Like my whole life changed. So I just want people to understand that some people can point fingers. They can look from the outside in and say what they would have done and what I should have done and what my daughter could have done and what the family could have done or whatever. But at the end of the day, you never know what anybody could have done. You can go back over and over again in your mind and be like, "Oh, I could have did this better. I feel like nothing in life happens for nothing. I feel like everything in life happens for a reason, and that's something that I've lived by for almost 10 years now.
Wow.
And so, even as tragic as it seems, as tragic as it is, as tragic as it even may look, because we got to understand that we're in a realm of illusions as well. Everything happens for a reason. And like I said, if I can do anything, even if it's just telling my story, if I can do anything to just let people know you're not alone, you're not crazy, you're not, you shouldn't be ashamed of anything that happens in your life, because all of this is like lessons. All of this is it's like to take you to your next season. And sometimes in my life, what I've learned is that you can get pulled down as low as you feel like you can go, but you'll never ever not catapult from that. As long as you have faith, as long as you know that this too shall pass, as long as you know that this is just a test. It's a test of your strength. It's a test of your spirituality. It's a test of how strong you can be for other tests that's going to come in your life, but you gonna get through it. I know I'm gonna get through it. It didn't seem like it at the time. That first 2, 5, 6 days was just traumatic,
Mm.
But as time went on, I've gotten stronger. Even being on this live and being able to talk about it and not breaking down, I know I'm getting stronger. But
Yes.
that's so that I can be a pillar for my grandchildren and for my daughter.
Mm.
And just know, like, speak out. Speak out. Don't let shame or
Mm.
anything stop you from speaking out, because you never know who you can help. I've had so many young women DM me like, I was like your daughter. I separated from my family. I was going through postpartum. I was going through depression. I cut everybody out. You know, this is a cancel culture,
Yeah.
you know, life. This is a lot of people go no contact. You know what I mean? For no reason sometimes. And
Yeah.
it's taught that you can do this on your own. I
Yes.
can't even do this on my own. And I've always thought for all these years, I'm going to be 50 in 2 years. I always thought I can do this on my own. And at this moment right now, I've learned I can't do this on my own.
Mm. Mm.
I need to ask for help. Yeah,
Mm.
I've never asked for help before, but in going on 48, I'm asking for help now. And
Mhm.
so don't be afraid to speak out. You never know who hear your story. You never know who will help you out there. And everybody needs help. None of us are exempt. We're in a time right now where there's a lot of shifts going on, a lot of changes
Mhm.
going on, and everybody can't cope with that.
That's true.
Your own children, you may be strong enough to cope with it. Your own children may not be strong enough to cope with it. Your own
Mhm.
nieces, nephews might not be strong enough. Your own parents might not be strong enough to cope with it.
Mhm.
But they should be okay to come to you and tell you, hey, I'm not okay.
Woo.
I'm not okay. And that's all I want to say. If you're not okay, you're not okay. And reach out to somebody. Because there's always people willing to help, whether it's your family or it's just friends, or whether you just go to social media and talk to them. Let me tell you something, social media,
Mm.
I have found the best family
Mhm.
through social media and just speaking.
Wow.
The best family I could ever ask for has gravitated to me, and I've gravitated to them. And we've literally been able to connect through our energies
Mm.
because of the internet. So the internet can be your worst enemy or your best friend, but
Mm.
it's what your intentions are behind it.
Mm.
So
Absolutely.
don't suffer in silence.
Mm.
Speak out.
Tell somebody. Talk. Right. They get, and we were talking about this when you I guess you maybe took
I
a
had
break.
dropped off. Yeah.
We were talking about how, you talk to somebody, reach out. How do you feel about what if people don't have anybody to talk to? I brought up a number that's a crisis hotline, and I was saying those hotlines are available. They have people online who can listen. And I said, if you need that, you don't have anybody, avail yourself. Just be mindful not to necessarily tell people where you live, because people can take out
Mhm.
something called a 5150. And at 5150 is when they say you could be a harm to yourself, danger to yourself and others, and they can send somebody to your house to come and lock you up and put you in a psychiatric ward.
Be a ward. Yep, a ward of you. Yep, that's true.
So you got to be very mindful. Some people need that safety, maybe to be in a place where it's just and the medical professionals that can help you. But sometimes those can be dangerous. So just be mindful how much information you disclose.
Mhm.
Um, but there are services out there. There are counselors, social workers, crisis hotlines. Do you feel that in your own personal opinion, now that we're talking about mental health crisis, that people, if they can't find help in their families, that they should find help wherever they can? And what do you suggest? I know
In
you
my
might,
personal
yeah.
in my personal opinion, I've honestly went through a situation when I was 20. I
Mhm.
was raped.
Mm.
And I was 20, and I never thought that would happen to me. And I told my family, and a lot of them knew about it. And they were like, "What did you do?
Mm. Mm.
What were you wearing?" Like it was somehow my fault. And I didn't understand that. I'm like,
Mm.
I'm telling you a traumatic thing that happened to me,
Mm.
and somehow I'm the villain
Mm.
instead of the victim. And I
Mhm.
did. I used one of those victim hotlines like for rape that was coming on the TV. And I was so wanted to talk to somebody and needed somebody to say, I'm sorry that happened to you. I needed somebody to say, you didn't ask for this. I needed
Mhm.
somebody to console me and be empathetic to what had happened to me. And I literally called that hotline, and it helped.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
helped.
Mhm. They have national USI say, speaking Pig Latin, prevention lifelines, 1-800-273 8255. I talked about something that happened to me when I was 3 years old. It was my stepfather. I never told anybody till I was 14. But, my brother helped me, my pastor, and I actually went to talk to a professional. I was like, look, I need to only focus on healing from what happened to me when I was 3. And I went to a medical facility where I can get counseling around the clock. Yeah, people talking to me and telling me, "Isn't it wasn't your fault? You were a child." And even when things happened to me when I was older, you didn't ask for it. You said no. But we really have to get rid of this culture of dominating women, physically being violent toward women. This culture of even some people in relationships, they think it's cute. I'm a beat her back out. I'm a knock the bottom out of. I'm a sock it. That's abuse, and we don't talk about that. We need to get that type of thing under control. And I know a lot of our men, they are oppressed. They're under a lot of stress, and so sometimes they project that frustration on women. And so we need our brethren to help the brethren. We need our brethren to support the men and teach the men the proper way to deal with men and women and children. In my humble opinion, we need our men like Chief Mack to step up and say, "You touch a woman, I'm gonna lay hands on you, and it's not gonna be pretty." So we really need the men to stand up and help the brethren. And also, we need to get rid of pornography culture. We need to get up because that just is about dominating and abusing women. Just violence, period. And it's not all men. Of course, we're not saying
Even,
that.
and let me say, even, real quick, we
Okay.
have certain men that have been abusive to women on these social media platforms. That
That's
needs to
true.
stop.
That's true. That's true.
Sending death threats and bullying women in any way, form, and fashion. And if you're a woman and you are attached to men that's bullying women platform, sending threats to women like that, you will be dealt with.
Ooh. And I want to
You
say
will
to
be
Mama
dealt with.
Drea, I want to say thank you, Chief, to Mama Drea, that I appreciate you even talking about what happened to you at 20. That takes a lot of courage. I'm sorry you went through that. It's not easy being told it's your fault. Wondering in your mind, going over the account over and over, could I have done something differently? And then sometimes now it's hard to enter into relationships after that. You don't know if you can trust anybody. And then if you tell a future partner, they might say, "Oh, you got to get over that. I'm not the same man. Don't punish me." But how do you just get over a traumatic experience? You don't. If you need help, family, tell somebody.
Yeah.
Tell somebody. Um, anything? Anything else you want us to know, Mama Drea, about your situation?
Right now I'm just, like I said, in contact with the funeral home and trying to get that taken care of because they just released her body Wednesday of last week. So I just want to make sure that I send her off. And then
Okay.
after that, um, I've been still getting in contact with certain people because I've had connections with people say, call this number, call that number. They should be able to help your daughter. So I'm still constantly doing that. I'm still proactive in that, still proactive in being Star's mom right now.
Wow.
Um, and with my 3 grandchildren being here, been hanging out with them a lot. We took them to Union Station, which had a carousel and a Ferris wheel yesterday, and
Wow.
mini golf. Been trying to keep their, because that's their mom. That's all of their moms.
Mm, mm.
And they know what's going on at 10, 7, and 6.
Okay. Yeah, they know.
So
Yeah.
it can only, I can only imagine, and to know that they just lost their sister. So we try to keep them busy and just pouring love to them as much as we can, because this is a time where they need love, outpouring of love. And that's what we've been as a family. We've been coming together as far as my mom, my sister, and I, and her husband, and my nephew and his girlfriend. We just all been coming together and just, trying to be a family, close family knit for these kids, you know, these
Yeah.
babies.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where we at now. I talked to DCFS today. They
Okay.
still don't know anything. They did sign the paperwork on Thursday
Okay.
for the ICPC or something like that to be sent off to Las Vegas so that they can expedite it. So they say, so I can get her and try to limit the time from 6 months to no longer than 2 months. That's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we are right now with that. But I just really want to, at this point, I'm ready to lay my granddaughter to rest.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's going to be something that I already know. It's really hard.
Yeah.
That part is the hardest part ever because I just keep thinking, like, the only time I'm going to see what she looked like, and probably won't even look like what she looked like, is through this ceremony. And I really honestly don't know how I'm going to react to that. And even making plans for it is just really difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we are now. But I kind of do want to do it as soon as I can just to go ahead and lay her to rest. And that'll be another thing that's handled. And I
Yeah.
can kind of focus on other things. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to get over the fact that I'm never going to see her or meet her. But there's one thing that has to happen in her honor. And that's my next order of business. It's her.
Mama Drea, you have, and just like that, sent you a donation. And just like that says, Dr. Kia, please send this to Sister Drea. I don't have nothing is lost, all is restored and multiplied. We sure will. We'll send that. We'll send that right now. That you sent it through YouTube, so it probably will come to me around the 22nd of July. So I'm going to go ahead and send it to her now because you get checked every 30 days. So about then. So I'm going to just go ahead and send it. Let's see if we can send that. That's about 200, about 300, that's 500 we've gotten so far, Mama Drea, from the
Thank
show.
y'all so much. I cannot read. Let me see if I can pull up y'all comments from here. I can't see their comments on here. I don't like that part. I wanted to be able to like call people out and talk to them and stuff. If you guys have any questions for me, I have no problem answering them.
That's nice.
I
So
have no problem answering anything.
she said she's open to answering questions. What do you say? So please, if you have a question, put it in the comment. Star says, Dr. Kia, when young women have a great experience and told to report it, and state police turn around and tell the girl, well, it's a he said she scenario, and they do nothing and tell the girl, just get some counseling. Yeah. They'll just say, well, that's your word against his. Just go and get some counseling.
Yeah, that's what honestly, when that happened to me, the police tried to cover it up because it was a small police department in East St. Louis. And the guy that was it was two guys. One of the guys dad was actually a police officer. So they helped try to cover it up. And the detective was so gracious enough to tell me, hey, they're teaming up to cover this up. But he didn't have any real pull because the whole police department was like, oh, we're going to protect his son. And so they were trying to get rid of evidence and everything. So that's things that happen. This is real life stuff that happens every day. Every day, sitting outside my grandmother's house, because at the time I lived with my grandmother and my cousin, which is a girl, sitting outside of her house. I didn't want nobody to harm my grandma. I didn't want her to get in a place where, she's bothered. So I just didn't say anything. I was 20. I felt pressure and I just shut up about it. I didn't even press further, didn't press charges or anything further. I just was terrified. So that happens to a lot of young women. And it may even happen to men now at this day and age. But I can only speak about what's happened to me.
I've heard men have told me that they've had experiences. Oh my God, I've had men say that when they were younger, they were raped by other men in the family or by women even. And then I had one man who said he was homeless and he was in a situation where he needed help. And the only way this guy would help him is if he let him penetrate him.
Oh my God.
So he's homeless, he's hungry, he's on the street. he's too embarrassed to tell his family that he lost everything in maybe a divorce or something like that. And he doesn't know how to get a job. And so he's like, what do you do in that situation? You give your body so that you
Oh
can
my
eat.
God.
Yeah. And I want to say that people that are perpetrators, your day is coming,
So,
because you don't get away with hurting people.
No.
What you put out in the universe will come back to you. Believe that.
mhm.
What you sow, you will reap. And it might not happen today or tomorrow, but it will happen. And you will know exactly why you are
Mhm.
suffering and in pain, because of
Absolutely.
what you did to somebody else. Watch what you do. Mind your behavior and your manners, because the universe will repay you.
Time is up for all of this evil, all this intentional.
Evil, all of this, destroying another person, backbiting another person, down
Talking
talking.
to another person,
Mhm.
stabbing another person in the back,
Mhm.
intentionally trying to, ill the other person with
Mhm.
minus the K. Like it's time's up. It's time
Mhm.
up. Like the karma is happening like this. The
Real
turnaround is
fast.
happening like this.
I
It's
agree.
not. It's no longer years.
Go by nothing. It's expeditiously.
Yes, yes, ma'am. And just like if you sow badness, you're gonna get badness. For all of us that sow goodness, righteousness, love, support, you're gonna reap
Absolutely.
that quickly too.
Mhm.
So all of us that are here supporting Sister Drea, Mama Drea. I don't know why I just got this Mama Drea in my mind.
Maybe it's time for it to be called. Maybe it's time for me to be called Mama Dre at this point. I'm gonna be 48 in September, so
Just know that the ancestors, your bloodline will graciously bless you or bliss you or give you a reward for helping this sister and her family out. So, and the Most High, the Creator, God, whomever you call the source, will bless you or give to you for what you've given to her. Any questions, Chief? Did you see any questions or anything you want to address?
I
Because
just said that we became just this right here so powerful that we became that Christ to each other. We are the Christ conscious, and we came together and became powerful and being able to be a gift and a blessing to our sister Drea. We empowered her. We didn't have to
yes.
go anywhere else and call on a savior, but we are all saviors. The Savior placed Himself within us to be
Mm.
our Savior and salvation, and we became that. We are the Christ conscious. That we came together and saw a sister in need, and we came here and we uplifted the sister. We built
Yes.
her from the inside out. We loved on her to the enough that she got enough strength, courage, and power to be able to speak and articulate what she
Mhm.
experienced the past 2 weeks. And in that testimony that she gave, a lot of people are going to be able to be delivered and have the strength. And when
Mhm.
you gave your righteous seed, and that's that
Yes.
mustard seed that's going to come back to you, pressed down, shaken. I mean, you planted that, it's going to come back. I promise you, because I've done it, and I've had an overflow happen in my life, and I can actually say I am happy. And I want to
Mhm.
thank you guys from the bottom of my heart
Thank you,
for coming
family.
in and helping the sister out. And we just did something powerful. We built the sister up so she can have enough of sustain her to be strong for that innocent baby, our
Hmm.
granddaughter. And so this is what I call, this is called soul tribe. This is called building. This is called family. This is beautiful. So I'm happy.
I'm
real
happy
quick,
too.
if you guys donated to me, if you don't mind, because now I figured out
How
how
to
to
pull up the chat. If you don't mind dropping,
your name so that I can shout you out and say thank you, because
that's something that's really important to me, to show gratitude to people that have actually, they don't know me or nothing, and they literally felt it in their heart to donate to me and my family. I do want to tell y'all thank you. I just
was able to pull up the chat now from my other phone, so I wanted
Yes.
to say thank you to y'all. So if you want to drop your name down in the chat, I can see y'all and just personally thank you and send you gratitude back.
Please put your name in the chat. Brother Leonard said, I can feel the Holy Ghost in her midst. Woo! The Holy Spirit is all over.
Thank you,
Devon.
Terrence. Thank you so much. Much blessings to you and your family. Pam Bates, thank you so much. Peace and love to you. Thank you, Eunice. I don't know how to say Eunice Leah. Um, Peace and love to you, Brazilian Samba. I appreciate you, love. Abigail, thank you so much. Blessings to you and your family as well. Janine, thank you, love. I heard that you've been in the chat doing your thing, so appreciate you as well. Love and light to you. So, who else? If any, I see anybody else, I'll shout y'all out. Thank you so much. I just was able to pull up the chat. I wasn't trying to ignore y'all.
And I'll tell you who sent money to me for you. Sammy Lopez. So he's the one that sent the $300.
Deborah, thank you so much. You said Sammy. Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. You all are helping my family right now, and it's so much love to you. I send it back to you in abundance, triple, quadruple fold. And that's the energy I'm sending back to y'all, all of y'all. Sherry, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Marvin says, I cash app you.
Thank you, Marvin. I appreciate you, love. Abundance to you and your family. May it be sent back to you quadruple fold.
J. Cole made a donation. J. Cole, you also sent me a donation.
Thank you, J. Cole.
Keep going, sis. We need you. Thank you. J. Cole, did you want me to send that to MamaDriyah? I will do that. Okay, let's see. Greetings, Dr. Kia Chief. I just got here. Can you please put the cash app in here so I can donate? Absolutely. Let me
Thanks,
put it in here.
I really appreciate you. Thank you, Marvin. Thank you, Sarah.
A Goddess Boutique 1. And also we need to find that cash app because that PayPal, it's a lot of Goddess boutiques.
Is it? I didn't even know.
Let me see how many I see.
There are my email is MamaDriyah at Yahoo. You know, you have my email, right?
Yes. So yeah, it was like Thrifty Goddess Boutique, New York, Anna Jacob Goddess Boutique 915 or something. So what's the email? Wait, let me see. Let me put it in. Let me see if I can put email. What's the email again? I do have it.
Milon, MILON, Driyah, DRIYAH at yahoo.com.
Let me see if that comes up. Yahoo.com. Is it no, I don't know why Badria Myers came up.
That's my real name, like my whole entire name. That's my married name.
Okay.
That's my name.
Can I bring up that PayPal?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. So what I did is I put. Okay, let me go ahead and put your Cash App. Somebody wants me to put in the chat, and then I bring up your PayPal. Cash App is $. And this is what we're supposed to be doing because a lot of these systems going to end. Hospitals, they're going to end some of them. A lot of these institutions, even some religious organizations are going to close. We are supposed to be taking care of our family and our community and one another. This is our responsibility, and I take this very, very seriously. So thank you, Soul Tribe, for taking care of one of our own. And when I mean one of our own, a living, breathing soul that's here sharing her story. A Goddess Boutique 1. Somebody asked me to put it in the chat. And if you want to send a PayPal, I'm going to show you what that looks like. Right here. I just pulled it up in the screen. You can go to paypal.com. And if you put in her email address, I'm going to put it right here, which is, it was at, oh man, let me do it one more time. Yep, here it is. At MamaDriyah at yahoo.com. What comes up is her name, but Adria, is it Badria Myers?
Yeah, Badria Myers. Yeah.
Myers.
Milon is my maiden name. I always go by that on social media because I really wish I could use that again. But I kept it because it's my kid's name and I wanted to keep their name.
That makes sense.
So, and in situations like this, legally, it actually helps.
Mm.
It
Yep.
helps a lot.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm putting your Cash App in, I mean, your PayPal also on Instagram. Instagram family, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. We have
Kia, you
Instagram.
on Instagram too? I know you like
Yes,
you
ma'am.
on all the socials right now.
I am, and my Twitter account for some reason it got hacked, and so
Mm.
when I told Twitter about it, they was like, your account has been suspended. They suspended it because it was hacked. I'm like, no,
Oh
I didn't want to lose
wow.
my followers. So I'm going to put up another uh, uh, X or Twitter account. And like you said, everything happens for a reason. I think I know why that happened. Even though I was hurt, I was upset. I was like,
Mhm.
but Twitter was sanctioning me under my name. They weren't paying me. I've been on there for years. I never gotten a penny from it. And
What?
yes. So I was like, you know what? It's just time for a change. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Life is about perspective.
And it's definitely about changes. Sometimes not the changes you want.
Come on, sis.
It's definitely about changes. It's not the change you want. It's so many times my life been changed, and I'm like, why is this happening when all this is
Mm,
going good and da 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 da? And it would
mm,
just reroute me to a better position in life. And it
Seems like it was the worst at the time,
yeah.
but
when I look back on those times, it's like
I elevated from there.
it didn't
Wow.
get worse; it got better, and
That's
it got
beautiful.
better than what it was at that time before when those things happened. So just stay encouraged, y'all. Even during this time, I have to keep myself encouraged. I have to remind myself where I come from. I got to
Mm,
remind myself of all the things I've been able to get through, and just know that this happened and it
mm,
happened for a reason. But I'm gonna get through this too. I
yes.
ain't been on here for 48 years and dealt with all the things I dealt with and got through those to not get through this right here.
Mm. You know, a song came to my mind when my grandmother was Baptist. They had this song, I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. I'm not a good singer. Nobody
Sounds
told
good.
me
Oh, I
that the
remember that
road
song.
would
Would
be
be. Yep.
easy. I don't believe he brought me this far.
Yep, I remember. I remember. You made me remember.
God and the ancestors did not bring you this far to leave you. You are not
Absolutely.
alone. And today is proof. It's proof
Absolutely.
that there's a
Thank
soul
you
plan.
to thank you to the tribe, all of my tribe members that I'm just meeting. That's
Yes.
knowing, like, I'm so thankful for y'all outpouring of love,
Your appreciation, your support, your resources, y'all make
make sure you follow me on Drea Boss Smiling. If you want to DM
Okay.
me any type of resources or information,
Let
I'm
me
willing
connect
to
it.
accept it. I'm willing to add you as, family
Mhm.
can, because I don't say friends
All
or
right.
followers. And yeah, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for Chief Matt.
I'm thankful for Kia.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
thankful for all of y'all that's just
Oh, that's
like
me. Sorry. The wrong one. I'm trying to bring up your Facebook and my face pops up. Sorry about that. They're asking for your Facebook too. So let me go. She is Drea Boss. Is it Milan? Milan?
Mylan.
Miley.
Mylan. That's my maiden name.
Okay, that's her maiden name. Let me see if I could bring that up. And we don't want to keep you. You have a baby to take care of, and you might want to go spend time with family, Mama Dria, Sister Dria. So, any
I she over here chilling watching Gracie's Corner.
hey,
That's her stuff. Gracie's Corner. She over there with my
Little niece, my nephews. I'm watching her right here. She's good.
she
okay,
laying there. She laying down, chilling, throwing her legs in the earth, kicking it. Watching
okay,
her show. Watching her show. No, but I actually enjoy talking to y'all. Chief Matt, me and him talk. We can talk for hours, and me
I
and you
love
too.
it.
Because our first time talking, I think we were on the phone for what, an hour and a half.
We were,
That was my first time talking to Kia, Dr.
yeah,
Pruitt. I swear, I was like, we just talked and talked.
and we
And
just
I was
clicked.
like, yeah, we just clicked immediately. I was like, okay, this is my type of girl.
But I knew that you would be because, like I said, I rock with Rod and I rock with.
With Alan. So
Mm,
Judah. So I was like, if they deal with her and they give a stamp of approval, it's what it is. I don't need no questions. There's certain tribal members that can just be connected to you, and it's
Yeah.
no that it don't need to be no introductions for real. It's like, oh, they rock with you? Okay.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
good. It's like grandfathering somebody in. You know what I
Right,
mean? It's like,
right,
yeah, it's like
yes.
a grandfathering system. It just is what it is.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. Somebody said that was James Cleveland. Was that James Cleveland? I don't feel no ways tired.
Oh, that song?
Yeah, somebody said that's who it was. Copper Star says, I love y'all, Dr. Kia, Chief Max, Sister Drea. Bring Sister
Oh, me
Janine and
too.
Big Sis Janine, our moderator. Soul Tribe, I love you. I gotta run. Okay, well, we see you.
Thank you so much. We love you too. I love you too. Thank you, sister.
Any more cash apps you want to shout out or givers?
Somebody said, oh, is there other people? I'm sorry.
That's right, Brother Robert. Closed mouths don't get fed.
That's
Don't
what
eat.
my grandma used to say. Look, and I used to be like, Grandma, I can't.
She'd be like, okay, I'm just trying to tell you. And now
Her mouth, like her voice is ringing in my head so much over this past couple weeks.
Wow.
And it's crazy because like a week before all of this happened, I had the most vivid dream. I popped up on the street my grandma lived on.
Okay.
And it was like, you know, out here in Missouri, it's so country. And like if it's a storm or something,
Mhm.
the trees are like falling, sometimes cover the street or whatever, or fall into the street. And
Okay.
so it was these two trees, big trees that end up having like this little tier. And I'm like, oh, I have to walk through there and it's going to be mosquitoes and bugs. That's all I was thinking because it was like the night was going down. And I said, but I got to cross this street to get to my grandma's house. And so
Wow.
somehow I snapped from going through the trees. I didn't go through the trees. I just ended up snapping to her house in her doorway where I can go up, lead up to her house. And I saw my cousin in the kitchen. The blinds were open like they usually are. And she
Mhm.
was sitting in the living room. And so
Wow.
I went in there to her and I was like, Grandma, Grandma. And I was like, hey, Grandma. She was like, hey, baby, I was wondering when you were going to come. Now, this is like the third time my grandma didn't came to me in a vivid dream, but she's like, I was wondering when you were going to come or if you were going to come. I said, Grandma, of course I'm going to come. I said, did you read my book? Because I just released a book in November. And so
Okay.
I said, did you read my book? She's like, no, you're going to have to read it to me, baby. So I was like, okay, we just talking. Fast forward, we end up, my cousin Chris was like, we got to put her in bed, Drea. So we put her in bed. Her tear medicine was there and everything. And at that point, I was just talking to her. We were laughing. And she said, okay, baby, I'm getting sleepy. And I started crying. And I said, Grandma, I love you so much. I love you so much. And I was just holding her head. And I was just like, please, Grandma, like she was going to leave me again.
Mhm.
And she said, I love you too, baby. She's like, I'm so proud of you. I love you. And then I woke up. That was
Whoa.
a week before all this stuff happened. And I just didn't understand. I said, man, why would grandma? Because when it happens, usually it's like something usually happens.
Mhm.
And so then it just lets me know like her wisdom and her love showed up for me
That's beautiful.
to know like I'm here. Like
Mhm.
I really feel like my grandmother's still in the spiritual realm. She didn't reincarnate. She's like still in the spiritual realm. She's one of my angels. And
Mhm.
she shows up for me. But yeah, she was the one that song you sang.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was in her church when they would sing that song. I was in that Baptist church with her. So
See?
yeah, that's
Yes.
my grandmother, my angel, and that's who
That
I
is
want to be and who I aspire to be for my grandchildren.
I
And
love
it's
that.
my example of a grandmother, and that's what I aspire to because I know she was my angel. It was times my dad was fighting on my mama and
Mhm.
I knew my grandma. I still to this day 618-397-9026. I was
Come on.
5 when I got taught that number.
Wow.
And I was calling it before I called the police. And she said, I'm on my way, baby. And that's who I am always going to be to them because that's who taught me how to be a grandmother.
My grandmother's number is 216-883-4427.
You know her too. You know it too, huh?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
I know that's
ma'am.
right.
Honey, I can't wait to tell on my mama. Wait, I'm gonna call
Yeah.
my grandma. I ain't say it to my mama, you might get knocked out, but
Right. Because mamas used to feel some type of way when you overpower them and go to the grandma.
Yeah,
What you doing? Yeah.
my grandchildren do it now. They be like, Granny, I'm hungry. And then my daughter will call me, Mom, I'm going to feed him. I gave him some fruit already. He's acting like I'm starving him, Mama. I'm going to, they get like, Mama, why he telling on me? Feed
Yep.
him food.
Yep. Absolutely. They
That's what
know.
they do.
They know.
Chief Mac, I want
What
to
you
give
gotta say?
So yeah, Mr. Drill might want to take a break, might want to drink some water, might look at the chat or shout out some people who gave her some donations. What would be your summary? In summary, what message do you want to leave with the Soul Tribe, Chief Mac? You are the chief of the Soul Tribe, after all. We have to give you your time to speak.
You know, I watch everything,
Hmm.
and for any righteous people that are deserving of a second chance, for any way we can build, lift, inspire, motivate, give, guys, let's do it.
Hmm.
The earth is doing something really, really strange right now. The world is not the same anymore. And I'm glad to be alive during this time, to be sent down here, to see this massive change happening in the earth. It's not the same world anymore, so you can't be the same person. The same, if you are not elevating to that 5D mentality, that 5D realm, you want to do so because you're not going to thrive and succeed in this
Hmm.
new realm, this new reality that's coming to earth.
Hmm.
And so I'm just trying to do what I can do to inspire, motivate, lift, build, encourage, and the ancestors and the Great Spirit is have equipped me to be that even more in the face of those who doubted me, who doubted you, Drea, who doubted you, Dr. Kill,
Yes.
and Drea can smile again, even though through all
Yes.
your adversities, circumstances, and situation, you can smile, sister. And when you
Hmm.
need to cry, cry,
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
the tears is a release
Hmm.
of things that the body can't handle. The tears
Right.
is a release of that. But you won't be crying for long.
Mm-mm.
You know that your granddaughter should be should be she just transcended. She's a
Mm.
transition. She
Mm.
transcended,
Mm.
and she'll have a shot to do it all over again. So
Mm.
you need to get these millions real quick, establish that trust, and the principle of the trust is going to make sure that when your granddaughter is sent back down here, she'll have a trust waiting on her to make sure that she have an
Mm.
overflow. So she won't have to be working at JOB or in this hellish world. She'll
Mm.
have the wealth that grandma's going to have is to ensure
Oh.
that your granddaughter is born into heaven and not hell. And I speak this over all the righteous people who are deserving of it. I'm ecstatic. My heart is fulfilled. It's filled
Mm.
to the rim. And
Mhm.
I'm ecstatic. I'm happy.
Thank you, Chief Mac. And this is how Chief Mac is all the time. He's encouraging, he's uplifting, he's a protector, and he has a lot of information, family. So if you need a consultation with Chief Mac, you can contact him at Unity in Motion 45 at yahoo.com. So you might need a consultation about, the wealth transfer, a trust, how to put your assets in a trust so that now your assets are actually owned by the trust and not you. You control the trust. The trust owns and controls your assets. So if you're interested in that, reach out to Chief Mac. It's the way I remember his email address is by singing Queen Latifah's song. UNITY. So it's UNITYINMOTION 45 at yahoo.com. Unity Emotion 45 at yahoo.com will get you to Chief Mac for a consultation or a private trust. And what you would do then is he will send you information on how to send a consultation fee. And you'll send $75 to Alan Judah, ALLENJUDAH 47. That will call dollar sign Cash App to Alan Judah, $Alan Judah 47. I'm putting that in the chat for you for your consultation fee. And he'll get right to you and help you with your trust. You might need a fitness plan because he did train celebrities and athletes physically. The man is 6 foot plus, and he really built strong. Show us your arms, Chief Mac, just in case people don't.
I don't do that.
Come on, Chief. They might not believe you. Let's
Stop
see.
trying to be modest. Go on and show up off
That's
the
right.
work.
Show us these guns. I want to see them. You got two beautiful ladies on here. Come on now.
They know what's going on. They know what's
Okay.
going on here.
He said he don't want. I ain't never known him to be modest about showing off them guns, but
They know what's going on.
He like to show the fist. That's what it is.
oh, MamaDriyah, we don't want to keep you too much longer. What would you like to say in summary? Or
I'm just thankful for all of y'all. I'm thankful for
My spiritual tribe and my family, man. When I've told my
niece, my nephew, all of my little young people. I said
my biggest support and my biggest family has been my spiritual community.
Wow.
I said, I want you to know that sometimes family will not be there for you how you need
them to or whatever, but never disregard other people that are willing to be there for you, that are willing to connect with you. You know, we're in the age of social media. And we feel energy. If you feel energy, you know a person's energy. You can tell if a person is for you. You can read a text and know the energy behind the text.
You really can, yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can feel energy. When people really love you
and you genuinely love them, they're going to feel your energy and you're going to feel theirs. And so
I'm just thankful for the social media. I really am. I know
it's a lot of bad things that's happening through these portals, but it's a lot of good energy happening through these portals.
And I feel y'all energy. I'm just thankful that
you asked me here, Dr. Pruitt, Kia.
Yes.
And I'm thankful that Judah was a bridge for us to connect and
ride. And
I'm just thankful for my soul tribe. I'm so thankful. Y'all just don't understand. I literally am so thankful that I cried like for days because it was so many people pouring so much love into me and my family and just willing to help. And this is not even blood. So imagine me, no blood is reaching out or helping or nothing, but it's just all these people, some I've never even met, just commenting on posts before, showing love and don't even know me. That hit me so hard. It was so beautiful, so heartfelt, and I'm just thankful, y'all. That's all I can say. All I can say is I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm sending the love back, and you're going to be blessed for it because trust me, boots be on the ground. And when I get my strength back, I'm back on here, okay?
Come on,
and I got some stuff for y'all.
You talked about
I'm back on it.
You talked about feeling and reading energy. Mystical Energy Vibes just sent a donation for $200, and he said, "I would love for you to give this to this wonderful soul of a woman. May you and your family be blessed." So he sent it through this platform, but I'm gonna go ahead and send it from the Cash App, okay? So that you can get it before, because it'll take 30 days this way. So we're gonna send this.
Thank you. What's his name? Mystical Energy Vibes. I feel your vibes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Much love to you and your family. May it be quadruple back to you. And it will.
It will.
If I said it will, it will.
Oh, come on, sis.
It will.
You speak, you command it to be so. And that's abracadabra means I manifest as I speak. So that was $200 to Sister Dria. Of course, we would do that for you, Mystical. We're going to do it right now.
Thank you, Janine. You're so sweet. Janine, is that your girl? I like her.
Yes.
She all in the chat. I'm seeing her.
Yes, she in the chat. She in here. It could be Janine or Miyoshi. Both of them are her names. She gonna hook you up now. Anybody else? We are the people of the book.
Real talk. Absolutely.
Come on, brother.
Okay, speak.
I understand I wasn't supposed to be here, but I made it to age 63.
I know that's right. Listen, I aspire to make it to age 63 and above. So
yes. People are who is that? Say's Garden said the energy was high today. I spent time in my garden. Nature teaches us so much. Peace and love for us all. The energy is high. MamaDriyah, you have a beam of light coming from your body and your soul. And it just really shine. You can feel it through the airwaves. That I feel so much joy just speaking to you. I feel so light
I'm
speaking to you.
glad.
For real,
Listen, y'all,
I feel
I
such
literally,
calmness.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about me. I don't want.
Remember, I told you, you said you can speak whenever you want to. And I said, I want to speak with my ancestors and I want to like intercede.
See with my spirit guides, but
Yes.
I would be willing to do that because I want to do it. Like I said,
My granddaughter's name. I want to do everything I do.
do in my granddaughter's name
Mm,
and for the help of my daughter as well. Like
mm,
so that we can shine a light on all of these things like mental health, how important it is, mental illness, postpartum, just anything that people can be experiencing right now. Because there's a lot of things that we're all going through.
And none of us are exempt.
None of us are
true.
exempt from anything. And that's what I want people to understand. I've been a token. I've literally been in this community, boots on the ground, this, and I did a lot of work. So I
Mhm.
passed out over 400 exemption forms during
What?
the pandemic so people can keep their jobs and their children can keep going to school without getting vaccinated. There are so many people that still to this day DM me. And these are the people that's rallying for me right now because of the hard work that I've done without having any intentions but to help people, period. I didn't care who you are. Send your people. I want to help as many people as I can.
I
I was
love it.
taking homeless off the street. I wasn't recording this, taking them in stores. Come on, you hungry? Get what
So,
you want. This is me. This
mm,
is what I do. This
mm,
is this is this is what this is my birthright. This is what I was put here to do.
come
I
on.
was assigned here at this time right now. And yes, I'm going through
Through what I'm going through, but this ain't gonna do nothing but make me even more powerful.
so that I have another avenue, mental health. And that's
Yes,
my new avenue.
yes. And something else you can speak on, and now you can help people in that area, in that
Because I
arena.
only like to speak on things that I experience. I feel like you're
Ooh,
more powerful when you speak on things that you've experienced and things that you
Have some type of knowledge of. You know what I mean?
you
mm-hmm.
can go to school like a lot of these people go to school and learn this
And
and
learn that through books, but until you
Hmm.
actually felt it. So
That
you've
part.
actually been in that situation. That makes you more powerful
than anything to be able to relay messages, and that's what people feel. They feel the power.
power behind your voice, in your heart, in your
Yeah.
soul, because you felt it, because you're in it. You know what I mean? So that's what they feel. When you
Mm.
use your experiences and then you express it to people, then they're able to
Feel that they know it's
real. They know it's genuine because it's coming from the soul.
Ooh, come on,
something you
mama.
can't deny.
It's a
Yeah.
spirit. It
Mm.
transcends any physical. So with
Mm.
that being said, I'm gonna always listen. I know this is a hard situation,
It
but
is.
I have to do it for my daughter and I have to do it for my granddaughter. And I am gonna do it. I'm gonna continue to do it.
Yes. Well, I want you to know we love you. We're here to support you any way we can. And anytime you want to come on and give an update, or you feel like you need to talk to somebody, you can call me. You got my number. I know you got Chief Mac and Chief Fry Hayes' number as well. But you might want to talk to the Soul Tribe. You might want to get some information out. You are welcome.
I do want to keep you all updated. You guys have not invested in me like that, but you're supporting me. And I
Yes.
feel like it's important to keep people updated because they might think about you, may want to know what happened to this, what happened there. I'm
Mhm.
more than willing to let y'all know what's going on piece by piece because this legal system is no joke. And
Mm.
that's another thing people can learn about because some people never been through stuff like this. So they don't understand how dirty it can get. They don't understand, the ins and outs of it.
And so if
I can help in any way, I would definitely like to keep y'all updated and let you know what's going on and all the blessings that are going to happen for me, Star, and my grandchildren. I want to keep y'all
I'll update it, like for sure. So
whenever
Do you
you're
need?
Drea,
having.
question. Drea,
Mhm.
question. Will you? Are you going to be establishing a YouTube page? And if so,
Good question.
when? Because we want to send people to you.
You guys want me to establish a YouTube? Then
I will do that, and I will post it on
on my Facebook, and then I will let Dr.
Kia
Kia.
Pruitt and also Rod and Alan know when I establish that, so that you guys can go there for that. I know I
Sister
have
That
one.
one
Denise.
I started, but I didn't kind of finish it. I think I got like 27 followers.
So
So
I'll probably use that one. I just have
Mhm.
to
to make sure that I build it up more and stuff like that.
because I was kind of
Take
taking.
my time on that.
Sammy Lopez, Sammy, you're the one that sent me the 300, the sent to Mama Dria. I did that. He says, I just sent you another gift, Dria, to your Cash App, this time around much love, sister.
Thank
Wow.
you, Sammy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm just, I already know that you're going to be abundantly, prosper from this. And my heart is, and my intentions, and my grandchildren and my family, we all in love. That's all we come in love and light. Like I said, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy.
Mm.
But
Oh, people are saying
yeah,
they've
I'm
seen you.
thankful.
Ronald Rex, excuse me for interjecting. Ronald Rex said, I've seen her many years ago with Chief Rod Hayes.
Hmm.
Wow. And
Yeah.
Sister Janine said, please come back. Dria, please, yes, please come back. There's some people, they remember you, they recognize it. Because I was like, Sister Dria, can I have your name and, some of your Facebook page so I can introduce the people to you? She said, some people know me. I'm like,
I said I ain't been
oh.
on in I said I ain't been going live in a while, but some people gonna know me.
I
And she
was
was
like,
like,
oh,
"Oh, okay."
in these YouTube streets and these social media streets.
That's what she said too. She was like, "Okay, that they know you in these YouTube streets." And I said, "Yeah, they do. Facebook too."
This has been so powerful, and I feel like I want to shout out your family that you're staying with. That you all are amazing for allowing us to be in your
Come
home.
here, Lena. She's
Y'all
scared
allow,
to come over here. I said, "Come on, Lena."
oh
She
sis,
said she's shy.
okay, you allowed us to be in your home, like hundreds. We at one time we had 400 people in the chat. Right now we're at 226. It's getting kind of late, but we're gonna have thousands of people. And when it's all said and done, we're going to keep this live, and not live, but we're going to keep it on YouTube and all my social media platforms. But is it you say your brother or cousin and his girlfriend?
Oh, my nephew.
Your
Yeah.
nephew and his girlfriend allow us to be in their home. Thank you. We love you all.
She said, no problem.
So, Chief, I wonder do you have any? Can you close out with a prayer or a saying
Come say
or
thank
something?
you
Oh,
for
somebody's coming to
taking
us.
us. Yeah, my nephew. This is my
Oh,
nephew. Come on,
thank you.
nephew.
This is awesome.
How y'all doing?
Hey, hi. Oh,
Yeah, what's
he's
up, man?
young. Hi, nephew.
Yeah, a lot of people up in there.
You are internet nephew now. I know I don't have to tell you thank you, that's your blood, but
Oh, yeah.
thank you so much, for showing love to your auntie and her situation. I know this is your family, it's what you do. And that the men stand up and they take care of family. You keep hearing people saying, where are the men? Right here. Nephew
Yeah.
is right here helping out his auntie, allowing us in his home, hundreds of people on his podcast, allowing us in his home. We appreciate you, nephew. Thank
Yeah,
you
thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
May the most God bless you. Yes. And we'll send a little extra so Mama Dria can give you something
He talking
too.
about some do my breast stink. Way too much.
I'm so glad you have him there. This is
I am
lovely.
too. Like my nephew been taking it hard because
That's his big cousin, my daughter. So,
he's been taking it hard, and I've had to console him through his hurt and all. It's a whole family effort. Like everybody's been taking it really, really hard.
Some
So,
cousins grow up like siblings. Like I have cousins I call brother cousin and sister cousin because you grow up like siblings.
yeah, and that's yeah. He's taking it hard, and I said it's okay.
you can cry. That's your cousin. Nobody
Nobody is at a higher stance of
how they can grieve. Everybody is allowed
allowed to grieve. Everybody, and you're gonna feel how you
feel
feel.
as a cousin.
I'm gonna feel how I feel as a mother. As a mother, your grandma gonna feel how she feel as a grandmother and a great grandmother. Like it's different tiers of family. And when one suffer, we all suffer, and that's what
Yeah.
family is about. And
And
when we all need support, we gonna support each other, and that's what it's supposed to be.
I agree. And there are steps to grieve, and I can't remember, but sometimes you go through stages of anger, even when you're
Oh, I
grieving.
did.
Yeah. You
I
do.
did.
This is all
Not lean over here laughing at me because my so-called
Biological father 2 days ago.
oh, I had to go in real bad. It was not good, and I don't even want y'all to hear it or nothing that happened. But anyways, I let it out on him. So she over here laughing, talking about, oh yeah, because she literally witnessed it. But yeah, it happened.
Let me show you the steps of grieving. I think it was somebody Kubler Ross, because I study psychology. But there's a process of loss. It's highly individual. It's an individualized journey, but it's most famously understood through the 5 stages of grief. I think her Elizabeth Kubler Ross, that's her name. She was a psychiatrist. And I found this to be like if somebody transitions or transcends, if they pass away, if somebody's missing and you can't find them, you can't get to them. If you go through a divorce, there are all type of things. You lose a job, if you lose a relationship, that's all can lead to grief. But here are the 5 stages: denial, feeling numb, shocked, or unable to accept the reality of the loss. The second stage, anger, directing frustration and resentment towards yourself and others, and maybe another situation. I'm trying to get to the third stage, but my computer is trying to mess with me. Let's see if I can get to that. Oh, bargaining, dwelling on what ifs, and trying to make internal deals to reverse the loss. Maybe if I should have done this, God, if you could just bring them back, I promise to do this. God, if you help me through this, bargaining, depression, experiencing deep sadness, emptiness, fatigue, and withdrawal as the reality sets in. And then finally is acceptance, coming to terms with the new reality and learning how to move forward. But you have to go through sometimes these stages of denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and before you get to acceptance. And it may not be in that order. But what I want you to know, family, is that we are human beings. We have blood and flesh. We have emotions. Allow yourself to feel the emotion and allow yourself to go through whatever stages you have to go through. And then reach out and ask somebody for help. Because if you don't reach out, people don't know. Some people don't want to intrude. Some people don't know how to help. But you can ask, how can I support you? And usually people will tell you, or they'll just cry and say, just listen. So I want to thank MamaDriyah for sharing her story because you've helped someone. Sister Sunshine says, I really appreciate your story being told today. We have a very similar circumstance. I've not seen my daughter in over a year. She's in her 30s now. I'm a mother. And you all are fathers, mothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, sisters, brother. Can you imagine not seeing your baby for a year? I told MamaDriyah, I said, my daughter is 34. She was out there struggling as a single mom. And I had been hard on her, like, you need to make better choices. You did this, you did that. She's like, Mama, I just want to come home. Mama, you keep telling me I chose the bag. I should have chose better. I made these decisions. I'm the one that made the choice. I don't want to hear that. I just want to hear that you love me. She said, I'm not you. I'm different. You married my dad. You had all your kids by my dad. I didn't, but I'm human. I'm not you. I just want to come home and take a breather. And as we were there packing her up, she just sat on the floor and cried. I said, why are you crying? She said, I'm ashamed. I'm embarrassed that you had to come pack me up. I'm embarrassed that I had to reach out and ask you to help me. So I'm a mama. Sometimes, I can be judgmental. I can be harsh. I'm still a mama. Our children just want to be heard. So Sister Driyah and Sister Sunshine, thank you for sharing your story. It's hard to hear that you haven't heard from your child. And when they talk to us, family, let's talk to the elders for a minute. They don't always make the decisions that we want them to make. That's not me. That doesn't mean it's a wrong decision. Every decision leads to a lesson. Their lesson may not be your lesson, and their experience may not have been yours. I'm talking to the elders. Let's have a little grace. Let's have a lot of grace. Okay, just as God and people extended us grace, let's extend our family members some grace and love. They want to be heard, they want to be loved, they want to be accepted. I'm learning. My daughter is 34, she's teaching me. So I'll end with that. I just kind of broke down because I'm in that situation. My daughter just moved back home, and I'm so happy. But we went through a lot of fighting back and forth. You know, she was figuring out who she was. She didn't know how to choose, and maybe it wasn't my choice, but she chose and she learned from all her relationships. And the people she had a relationship with, she's like, Mom, we broke up, but we're great friends. And because I'm that type of person, just because I moved on don't mean we can't be friends. And I'm just saying this, family, because our children, our younger people, they want to be heard, elders. Let's back up. Let's stop acting like we didn't commit sins. Let's stop acting like we weren't out fornicating. Let's be real. Let's stop acting like some of us weren't with somebody else's husband or somebody else's wife. Let's stop acting like we didn't do certain things. And I'm not saying you did or didn't, or I did. I'm saying as a collective, we've all done something we wish we could have done differently. So let's extend that same grace that we want somebody else to extend to us. And it's time to mend these families and tell our children to come home. And elders, it's time for us to come back home too. And I'll end with that, MamaDriyah. I don't know if you have any final words, and then I'll turn it over to Chief Mac before we say goodnight.
You hit it on the knob. I'm glad you mentioned that, because that was something I forgot that I wanted to mention too, is that we have to show our youth grace. If I could take it, I told my daughter the last time that she was with me and staying with me, I told her, I said, you can't come back no more. It's your last time being able to come back. And I regretted it the moment I said it. And I remember to this day, I tried to run down the stairs because she was taking her stuff. She had an Uber coming to pick her up. And I tried to run down the stairs and say, Sasha, I love you. I'm sorry. And she was gone. And so that's, like you said, regrets and all of that. That's a lot of things that I replay back in my mind. Even though I was looking for her at that point, maybe she just shut me out. But I would just say this much. Right now, the time that we in, it's like we can't even be proud. We can't even be proud. Always give your children a way to come back. Even though I didn't mean it.
Yeah.
Even though I thought it was going
to
make
want
her.
to open door policy though.
Yeah. I wanted to make her stronger, be like scared. You know what I mean? I wanted to scare her. But look at the position she's in now. You know, I can't say that it would have been different because I don't know.
We don't know.
But I will say that
Give your children grace, like you said, and I'll leave it where she left it. That's pretty much it.
We're so grateful for you sharing your story and giving people in the chat an opportunity to share theirs, and they're supporting each other in the chat. Reach out to somebody, family, and call a crisis hotline if you have to. Call a rape crisis hotline. Call crisis hotline. Go talk. If you're in the church, talk to a pastor, an assistant pastor, a youth pastor. If you're in a Catholic church, talk to, I don't know if they have, priest or whatever. And, some they have bad ones, but they have good ones too. I don't want to make sure, I don't want to say that people that are in institutions are bad. Everybody's not. So talk to somebody. Pick up the phone and talk to somebody. And for the rest of us, let's be there. Let's be open and ready to receive people who need help. Chief Mac, we've said a lot. We've shed a lot of different tears, had a lot of different range of emotions. We laughed, we smiled, we chuckled, we admired the baby, we saw nephew, we heard Nisi Poo in the background. We're loving on our MamaDriyah. We're sharing love and joy in the chat, and some sadness as well. What would you say in closing? And maybe you can close us out with, some good words, a song, a prayer, or something, Chief Mac. Please.
I just want to say, glory, hallelujah. Glory, hallelujah. Because this not only strengthened Dre, it strengthened me as well.
Yes, sir.
And that we're doing what the ancestors sent us down here to do. We have the power within us to do what they have put in us. So I'm just ecstatic about that. from here on out, this is what we're going to continue to do: is build
Okay.
the tribes up, all
Okay.
people who want to be have salvation. This is redemption,
Yeah.
second chance at life. I want
Mm,
you guys to always look at the cup halfway full in life, then
mm,
halfway empty,
mm.
halfway full and halfway empty. And I'm just excited about what we did today. We did something
Okay.
monumental. We did something powerful. We you know, healed hearts.
Yes.
We we resurrected the people in spiritual death, and brought them to life. And I'm just excited about that. My heart is fulfilled. Um, we're gonna have a spirit of forgiveness,
Right.
love.
Yes.
Love covers a multitude.
Mm. Multitude of sins
That's
and
what
multitude of faults. It sure does. Yes, sir.
that's what we've seen here. The
Mm.
chats. I appreciate you guys. Those of you who stayed for the long call, thank you. You're
Thank you.
unselfish. If you don't have any foreign currency, get some, guys. I want to say that
Mm.
because we want to be in position to. I know Drea and you, Dr. Kidd. We want to go out there and help moms, the women that's dealing with uh,
Mm.
anybody, but it's mostly women dealing with postpartum type of
Depression.
mentality,
Mm-hmm.
depression. We want to make
Mm-hmm.
sure we take care of the women because the women carries the seed. We want to make sure
Mm.
while they carry the seed that they have a mind of peace and tranquility to continue to incarnate the gods and goddesses back on earth. We want to take them
Mm.
out of being hyper independent so they can.
Yeah.
So many of our women are so and hyper being hyper independent. They cannot be the woman that they want to be because they're hyper independent.
Mm.
So
Mm.
this year, I speak that our women are going to come out of being hyper independent, and we can get back to bringing and birthing children back
Mm.
on earth who are righteous, man. I speak that, man. I'm so excited about you, Dre. I'm happy for you. I'm
Yes,
ecstatic for
sir.
you, Dre. I appreciate you, Dr. Kidd. You answered the call.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
have
sir.
solidified that you are that that matriarch, this that
Thank
big
you.
sister to Drea. That's a sister for life
Sister for
from here
life.
on out. From here
Right.
on out.
Absolutely. From the moment I talked to her on the phone, I said,
Yeah,
"Oh,
so,
okay, yeah, she a real one." Like, no, because she was
and,
just
and,
listening. She just listened. She's like, "I'm here to just
Listen,
She's like, "I'm here to just listen."
Mhm.
Most women,
women don't do that. Like I've been in this realm with social media and just
thinking with other beings, and I just want to say,
I thank you so much, sister.
It's
I
my
thank
pleasure.
I can't even make it. Hopefully, I can make you feel
how much I thank you.
but I'm gonna repay you back one day for just your love and generosity. I really appreciate you for
Thank you,
having me.
sister. It's my great pleasure. You're welcome. And I thank Chief Matt because when we were talking about it, and he was like, "You bring her on the show," because I was like, "I don't know how we can support her." And he was like, "Bring her on the show so she could tell her story because this will help so many people." So thank you, Chief Matt, for thinking about that and encouraging us to have her on the show and encouraging
again,
us to be together. Yes,
and again, thank Rod Hayes for caring enough
yes.
to post that for you to see it. So, Rod, thank you for that.
Thank you, Chief
Thank you,
Matt.
Rod. I don't know if you're watching. Hopefully, you will. I told
Yeah.
him I was gonna come on with you. He's like,
Yay!
yeah. I talked to him first because I ain't talked to. I messaged
Chief Judah. I
Okay.
asked him because he be busy, but he
Yeah.
got
the message. I said I
Okay.
already talked to her. And then
Mm.
I talked, Rod had called me and I was like, Rod, I said, Dr. Kia Pruitt, I said,
she hit me up and she seemed so cool and genuine. I didn't get
no bad energy from her. Like, and
Yeah.
she want me to go on. And I said, what do you know about her? He said, oh, she on the up and up.
up. I liked her. He was like,
Yeah. And so I was like, okay, 2 stamps of approval from my brothers and
Yeah.
I
Yes.
love them
Yes.
down to my soul. Like I
Mhm.
would never ever like second guess anything from them.
so if they trust you and love you, it was an automatic for me. I'm like, all right, this is my sister.
Then
I'm so grateful. I'm so
this is my
grateful.
sister.
Yes, it's sisters for life.
Yep.
I'm going over here checking, make sure this is being recorded. Yes, it is, and that it's going to be stored. Okay. Chief Matt, any song, prayer, anything, or are we good?
We good. We didn't have salvation. We had church on here, so we're good.
We're good. That's right. Somebody said we had pressure release today. That's right. We shed some tears. We spoke. We expressed ourselves. Somebody said that they were inspired. Let's see, who is that? And just like that says Dr. Kia and Sister Drea, you have
That rhymes.
the you, you have encouraged me, and I've been holding back starting my channel. This was the what you say? This was the final confirmation. All right,
Yay. Go ahead, sis. Keep going.
keep going. All right, so I think that's it. Chief, I kind of want to play that song you played on your Facebook page. Can I do
See,
that?
yeah, because you keep mentioning a song to leave out. So you wanted
A song.
My husband was a musician. All my children are musicians, and I can't sing a lick. But because I was surrounded by music, and I was with my husband since I was 15.
Mhm.
Of course, we had our problems, and separation, divorce, got back together. But he was such a good man, and he taught all of my children music. And I don't know, he was just a kind, gentle, loving man. I just gravitate towards good men.
Yeah.
For all the people that say they don't know where they are, you got the Chief Mac right here.
Trying to
You
tell
got
you.
Chief Ryan Hayes.
I'm
You got
trying to tell
Senior
you. It's some good men out here still, y'all. Don't sit up there and say, I don't like when people
People say ain't no good men. I'm surrounded.
surrounded by. My daddy's a good man. So
Come on, sis. Come on.
I'm like, not my biological now, my bonus dad. But
Oh,
I
you got a
gotta
bonus
I gotta
dad.
clarify that. But we
You got
got
a
some good
bonus
men.
dad. That's a
Mhm.
blessing. So we're
Yeah.
gonna end with this song. Let's see. What's the name of the song, Chief Mac, that I'm gonna pull up from your you're welcome. People are saying thank you, Sister Drea and Dr.
Thank
Q.
you
Oh,
all. Thank you so much. I appreciate all your donations, all your love,
All your support, all your good energy. I'm pouring the good energy back to you. And I told y'all I'm coming.
this
coming
is
back.
this woke me up. That's
If
all
you
it
want to
is.
give to her, continue to give to her. Send her a Cash App blessing to $ a Goddess Boutique One. That I'm going to put it in the description section as well. If you want to send a PayPal, her email address is at Milan Driyah@yahoo.com at MILONDRIYAH@yahoo.com. All right, Chief Mac, I want to hear this song. Set us up. Tell us this was your birthday and you were
Oh, you
serenading
talking
Oh
me.
about
yeah, happy belated too. I already told you happy birthday, but yes,
Your birthday just passed.
Yes. Your birthday just passed. You turned 55, no gray hair, still looking good.
don't look a day of it.
No, not a day. Forget ladies
tender
love
love?
PJ. Lady loves Chief Mac.
That's tender love playing.
This is Tender Love. Okay, let's see. Let me bring it
Force
up.
MDs.
What is it here? Hold on. Say it again.
Tender Love by Force MDs came out about 84. One of my
Okay.
favorite all time songs. So we going through a tender love moment
Oh,
for our
ooh,
sister.
I love that. Okay. Can y'all see this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna refresh the screens. Oh, I could have just hold on. Beautiful, beautiful, Chief Mac.
That is
Thank you
so
so much.
beautiful. Every time I see that, I'll just be like, you did your thing
Thank
on there, bro.
You really
thank you.
did. We had
Yeah.
such a, we had a great, this was great fellowship. This was church, like Chief Mac said, fellowship, where we can love on each other, support each other, listen to each other. And I don't know what else. There's nothing else to say. We can close out. If all hearts and minds
Okay.
are clear, we can go on out and close the show and tell each other good night, family. We
And
love
I'll
you.
see y'all again. I'm going to come back and give y'all an update.
Thank you, Mama Drea.
Awesome.
Can't wait. I
Mhm.
thank you. So she'll be back. Hopefully you can go and it might be getting late, but we have a restaurant here that's I can't even think of the name of it, but it opens till like 2 a.m. where you can go and sit down and eat. It's a family restaurant. So hopefully there's someplace you can go and feed your family. They hungry. They've been waiting around for 2.5 hours. We've been on here. No, 2 hours and 44 minutes.
Lena done gave her a bath. She's over here. I'm gonna give her a bath. She done gave her a bath and everything.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Family, you all are amazing. You are. Yeah, I
Thank
want
you
you to,
guys so much.
family, I want you to put your arms around yourself and give yourself a nice big hug. Just squeeze yourself and rock. Give yourself a,
Mhm.
you are amazing. You are wonderful. You are love. You are everything. You are the creator of your destiny. You are the God and the Savior for whom you've been searching. And you did an amazing job today supporting my sister Tria. Thank
Thank
you.
you guys. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
We love you, family. And I'll see you all on the other side. Good night, my Mama Dria and Chief Mac. Please stay on. We're going to end the live stream. Good night, family. Good
Good
night, Sister
night.
Janine. Thank you for moderating. Good night, Divine Waters. Thank you for moderating. Good night, Soul Tribe. Good night, Chief Mac's crew, Mama Dria's crew, and Dr. Kia Pruitt's Soul Tribe. We love you. You are family. Know that. Peace.